Und da wären wir doch eigentlich wieder zurück. Läuft alles? Ich denke doch. Ja, sieht so aus. Sehr schön. Gut. Ich hoffe, man hört mich halbwegs anständig. Weil gerade eben war mein Mikrofon irgendwie... Hat das nicht funktioniert? Ich hoffe, es ist da. Und auch, dass der Rest-Audio vom Spiel jetzt hier in Ordnung ist. Hoffen wir es. Wenn irgendwas nicht in Ordnung ist, sagt Bescheid. Wir waren hier bei... Wo waren wir eigentlich? Ja. Herr Braller. Ich muss mich gerade erinnern, wo ich eigentlich war. Wir wollten nach Heimdall, genau, der Dingens. Das Field Trip, die Field Study ist jetzt in Heimdall, der Hauptstadt von Erabonia. Ich bin schon vorher hier ein bisschen rumgelaufen und habe ein paar Sachen erledigt, die jetzt nicht unbedingt allzu wichtig waren. Ein bisschen einkaufen und mit ein paar Leuten reden. Ich habe mit Patrick geredet, weil ich das machen musste, um eine weitere Seite in seinem Charakterprofil hier zu bekommen. Das kann ich eigentlich ja mal zeigen. Muss ja hier irgendwo sein. Also hier, genau hier. He seems to regret what he said, being strangely considerate towards Reen ever since. Perhaps he's not so bad after all. Also ja, auf einmal war Patrick ein bisschen ganz nett zu uns. Er war besorgt, wie es uns geht, nach dem, was beim letzten Mal passiert ist. Im alten Schulhaus. Also scheint er sich langsam ein bisschen zu verbessern als Mensch. Was ja sehr schön ist. Ich mag ihn trotzdem nicht. Alles andere habe ich jetzt schon erledigt. Es ist nicht wirklich viel Wichtiges, glaube ich. Ich schaue nochmal schnell, ob es noch irgendwas fehlt. Ich habe mit der Katze geredet hier, mit Celine. Die ist hier, habe einen Serum Powder bekommen. Also, nützlich hat die Milch hat sich gelohnt. Was war das jetzt für ein Geräusch? Ist alles noch in Ordnung? Ist alles noch da? Ich hoffe es. Achso, nur private Nachrichten. Nichts weiter. Okay. Ich hoffe, das habt ihr jetzt nicht gehört. Reen, bitte. Purchase a ticket, bla bla bla, when you're ready. Ja, okay, also ich habe alles erledigt, jetzt zumindest für den Anfang. Also kann ich jetzt hier schon mal loslegen. Hallo. Oh, you're all here. Ready to take off? Ready as I'll ever be. Die Musik ist... Ja, hier ist gerade... Kriegt andauernd irgendwelche... Ja, ist doch gut. Sagt mal. Die Musik ist verzerrt. Okay, das ist jetzt ganz seltsam. Da muss ich mal selber... Okay, das ist jetzt ganz seltsam. Da muss ich mal selber... Ja, okay, ich muss mal kurz mein Mikrofon ausmachen, damit ich mich besser hier selber höre. Entschuldigung. Ich habe jetzt mal die Musik ein bisschen leiser gemacht, zumindest. In der Hoffnung, dass das irgendwie ein bisschen besser läuft, so. Wenn es jetzt nicht richtig läuft oder sowas, dann sagt bitte Bescheid. Es ist jetzt vielleicht ein bisschen leise, aber besser als verzerrt, weil ich habe auch das Gefühl, dass es ein bisschen limitiert und sowas war. Ich hoffe, dass es jetzt geht. Ich weiß nicht, woran es liegt. Wenn dann. Schade. Wir versuchen jetzt erstmal hier weiterzumachen. Sag Bescheid, falls es nicht besser geworden ist. Well, the capital is only half an hour west, so at least the fare should be cheap. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Hee, let me guess, you're headed to Heimdall this month. That's right. We'd like 5 tickets to Heimdall, please. Going right up. You know, the capital's summer festival is coming up in just 2 days. I'm sure lots of people will be streaming into the capital to celebrate, so be careful out there. We will, don't worry. I'm used to dealing with it. Yep. Okay, that's 5 passengers headed for Heimdall. I'll have those tickets for you in just a moment. Audio ist besser. Ja, ich hab's gesehen, so ein bisschen hier bei dem Ausschlag der Anzeige, dass sie wirklich nur bis zu einem bestimmten Grad nach oben ging und dann nicht mehr weiter hoch. Also wäre meine Vermutung gewesen, dass das quasi der Grad und Limiter drin hat, aus irgendeinem Grund. Moment mal. Nee, hat er nicht. Aber irgendeine Limitierung ist drin und der hat das da halt quasi diese Limitierung erreicht, was dann das Audio wahrscheinlich ein bisschen verzerrt hat. Sagt mal! Entschuldigung. Ich werde jetzt hier genau in dem Moment aufgehalten, wo ich hier streamen will. Und ich kriege hier andauernd irgendwelche okay, ach, das ist einfach nur eine Freundesgruppe auf Telegram. Einfach irgendwas umgepostet hier. Ja. Well, at least we won't be waiting long. There's a train to Heimdall every half hour after all. So we are really headed to the capital. I've been there a few times before, but it's still pretty unfamiliar territory. I've been twice before on family business. Same here. I know where Elise's academy is, but that's about it. Not to worry, I'll explain more about the city on the way over. It's pretty big. It's a pretty big city, though. I'm not even sure where to start. Warum sind die eigentlich? Vielleicht ist es quasi ein Muss, dass beide Elliot und Markiers in den Unterkünften im Internat mitwohnen müssen, obwohl sie eigentlich jeden Morgen nur eine halbe Stunde zur Schule fahren müssten und eigentlich zu Hause leben könnten. In Heimdall. Seltsam eigentlich. Alright, not too much longer till we arrive, so let me give you a quick overview. Heimdall is, among many other things, the capital of this country, which means... Ja, und 30 Minuten ist nix, ne? Also das ist eigentlich zumutbar. Aber ich könnte mir vorstellen, dass es einfach Voraussetzung ist, dass man in dem Internat wohnt, wenn man an diese Schule geht. Und nicht anders geht. Which means it's the home of the reigning emperor, His Majesty Eugene Reise Arnor III. Eugene. Even children know that. We need useful local knowledge, not the rectification of a travel brochure. Bah! Well, Heimdall is divided into 16 main districts. Each district's about as large as a whole town in any of the Empire's provinces. All in all, the city's population hovers around 800,000 people. Das ist... Für die Zeit, in der das so quasi spielt, ist das ganz schön viel. Wow, I can hardly imagine that many people all in one place. It's one of the continent's largest cities, isn't it? Indeed it is. Crossbell is known for being a thriving center of trade, but its population is only around 500,000. Oh. Meanwhile, to the south, Lebol's capital is about 300,000 people. The Republic's capital is pretty big too, but I don't think it's quite as big as Heimdall. Oh, really? What? Oh, I was just wondering what kinds of tasks we may be asked to do in such an expensive city. I can hardly hazard a guess. Oh. Well, we don't know who our point of contact is, or even where we're going to be staying. Who knows, maybe we'll end up staying in Elliot or Marquis's home. I doubt it, my house isn't big enough to put us all up. But Marquis's dad is the governor, so maybe we'll be staying at his place. I think that's even less likely. Dad spends most of his time in his official residence, so I doubt anyone's going to be at our family's place. Instructor Sarah said there'd be a guide of some sort waiting for us at the station. Though she didn't mention who. That's the instructor for you. Oh, hi! Hallo! Shane Kenra, willkommen! Im Stream. Ich streame gerade Trails of Cold Steel. Mein Name ist Mr. Futago. Ich streame Japano-RPGs. Hallo zusammen. Schön, dass ihr hier seid. Freut mich, euch zu sehen. Gut, das kam jetzt unerwartet. Ach du meine Güte. Okay. Dann, nochmal gesagt, willkommen. Honestly, she never really tells us anything, does she? Ich will nicht mit jedem reden hier, ganz ehrlich. Ich will eigentlich loslegen. Stop talking! The game is going great. Actually. Wizard Liam, guten Tag, wie geht's? Hallo. Liam? Are you the Liam of buddy games? Could that be the case? The Ministry of Railways wishes to thank all passengers for their patronage. This semi-express line is bound for Heimdall. Oh, okay, yeah, right. Different Liam then. Thank you. Our next stop is Heimdall, the terminus of the express line. Please ensure you have all of your belongings with you when disembarking the train. Phew, looks like we're almost there. Indeed, it doesn't feel as though our train ride was all that long. Well, Heimdall is just a stone's throw away of Trista. You could have just gone back to Trista at night. Well, yes, that's true, but plenty of people commute to work in the capital every day. After all, das habe ich ja eben schon gesagt. Das würde eigentlich auch Sinn machen für die Schüler. Even if it's lots of establishment. Oh, you were playing Thief. Which one? Which Thief? I never played any of the Thief games, I must admit, to my eternal shame.
Exactly on time.
Hello. Huh? Voice acting.
Wait, what? You're that.
You're from the Railway Military Police, if memory serves me correctly.
The more up-to-date one, like Thief 4? Thief Deadly Shadows? Yeah, there's a lot of build-up. The entire first game in this series is just build-up. Just world building, basically. There's barely any plot in the first half of the game.
You're Captain Claire, was it?
That's right. I'm glad you remember me.
Yay.
I believe it's been about 3 months since we last met.
The remake that came out a while ago? There's a remake of Thief? Like an official one or like a fan-made one?
So, this must be the woman the group who went to
Never
Kelvin
heard of
encountered.
something like that.
So this is an officer from the fearsome RMP?
Since you're here, does that mean you're going to be the one assigning our tasks for this month's field study?
No, I'm just here to provide a place for you to talk with the person who is.
The echo is... yeah, that's my fault. It's because of my microphone. I was stupid and didn't charge my headphones. So... I kinda have to... how do I... Let's put it near me and... turn it down a peg. Maybe this helps.
He should be here any moment now. Ah, here he comes.
Moment, I need to look this up. Thief remake? Is it like Thief Definitive Edition? I have never heard of this before. Yeah, okay. It's just called Thief. Yeah, I just found that on Steam right now. I had no idea this existed. Like, at all. Wow. I have never heard of this. It ain't the original. Yeah, it might be the like the definitive remake edition thingamajig madoodle. I have never heard of this. I know of Thief 4, which is kind of like a reboot of it, but I don't think that's what it was. Okay, sure enough. Fair enough. I never heard of this before, really.
Perfect timing.
No way.
Dad?
Puppy, hey.
I've seen him in the Imperial Chronicle before.
Governor Regnitz, one of the Reformists' most influential voices.
So this is Machias' father.
Is das Echo jetzt weg? Is the echo now gone? By the way?
This is the first time I've met most of you, so let me introduce myself. I'm Karl Regnitz, Machias' father. I'm the governor of Heimdall and head of the local government. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7.
Ah, okay. Not much content. Well, no, I can't ignore the echo. Just, sorry. I'm gonna try and... Es könnte sein, dass jetzt das Bild mal kurz weg ist. tut mir wirklich leid, dass das jetzt hier so ein bisschen gerade nervig ist. Aber das Echo will ich weghaben. Okay, ja, jetzt ist kurz das Bild weg, aber dürfte gleich wieder da sein. Okay. I'm hoping the echo is gone now. It should be gone now, since now I have the audio on my headphones instead of the speakers. It's... Ah, blöde Kabel. So. Das ist ein toller Anfang für einen Stream nach der Pause. Es tut mir wirklich leid, dass es jetzt hier so Probleme gibt gerade. Und natürlich ist jetzt bei mir, jetzt stockt bei mir die Audio. Ach, dann mache ich es halt so. Solange ihr es gut hört, ist es in Ordnung. But I'm regrettably short on time, so I had to ask the captain here to lend us this room. Anyway, let's move on to confirming your assignments and lodgings. I only got so far into the game back when it came out because I had a bugged edition, so now that I got it all up to date, I wanna actually finish it. And when I said it's not got much content, I meant more like there are a lot of dead sections because you are just sneaking around in the world. There is story and dialogue, but a good portion of the game can be spent just exploring and robbing everyone blind. I mean, that's... you are a thief, after all. So, that's the fun of it. And I think just sneaking around is like soaking up atmosphere, I would assume. Hold on a minute. How did you, of all people, end up being the one to sort out our lodgings and tasks? It seems a little too convenient. Yeah, now that you mention it. If you wouldn't mind us asking, sir, how did you wind up as our point of contact? My apologies, I probably should have explained a little more first. It's actually a very simple reason. I'm here because I sit on Thor's Military Academy's board of directors. The fuck? You what? How? First Eustace's brother, then Elisa's mother and now Marquis's father. Das macht vor allem gar keinen Sinn, weil die sind alle politisch komplett entgegengestellt. Der Bruder von Eustace ist einer der Adligen. Elisas Mutter ist Großunternehmerin und Marquis' Vater hier gehört zu der Fraktion, die den Adel quasi stürzen wollen in dem Land. Was ist das für ein Board of Directors? It definitely has my atmosphere. I enjoyed what I played back in the day and I'm still enjoying it now. I would recommend giving it a go. And see if you enjoy it. Maybe. I might. It stretches the bounds of imagination to believe the Academy's choice of directors is mere coincidence. Yeah, it's weird. Okay, I think the entire stream is in English now. Whatever. I can assure you the three of us didn't arrange for it to be that way. If anything, I was unsure what to do when the Academy first offered the position to me. The Academy did? Would I be right in assuming there's some kind of secret reason behind the formation of Class 7? I'm afraid that's not my place to say. But whatever the case may be, I'm the third and final member of the Board of Directors. And that's why I'm the one who's prepared your field study task and arranged lodging for all of you. Yeah. Yes, despite being Germans, we are capable of speaking German. Thanks, brother. Unbelievable. Meine Haare wieder. Yes, and English. It's all starting to make sense now. Thanks for clearing that up, sir. Anyway, back to what you were saying before. Yes, as I said, I'm short on time, so I'm afraid I'll have to keep this brief. Your field study will take place over 3 days, of which this is the first. As such, the third day will coincide with the start of the summer festival. Each group will be assigned half the city and tend to a list of needs I've drawn up for you. Well, yeah, the story it's easy enough because the entire game is in English. Sadly, there is no German translation. If that would exist, I would play that one. So one group will take the eastern half of the city and the other the west. The city is big enough that it looks like we'll be working apart, even though we're in the same place. Indeed, I'm sure you've seen this for yourself, how vast Heimdall is. If both groups were to rove around the entire city, you'd have trouble getting anything done. As such, I've broken it down so that all of Group A's tasks cover the area east of Wayne Street, while Group B's tasks are focused on the area west of Wayne Street. Must be an important street. I believe Wayne Street is the main thoroughfare that runs through the city leading to the Imperial Palace. That's the one. As soon as we leave the station, we'll see it stretching out to the north. It's hardly a precise division, but for the purpose of the field study, I'm sure it'll be more than sufficient. Now I'd like each group to take one of these envelopes. Address and key. Key? This envelope looks just like the ones we usually get with a field study initially. But what about this address and key? Yeah, good question. Group A, Alto Street, blah blah blah. Group B, Vesta Street, blah 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 blah. Oh, Alto Street. That's around where my family lives. Really? Yep, can't say the address brings any particular place in mind though. I seem to remember Vesta Street being a main street on the west side of the city. Yes, it's a fairly lively working class neighborhood. That are these. That's right. The addresses of the places you'll be staying while you're here, along with their keys. Both groups will be staying in different places, so I suggest tracking down your lodgings before you start your work. Think of it as a small orienteering exercise to help you get a better feel of the city. Yep, where they'll be sleeping. Absolutely. My apologies. I'm afraid I'll have to take my leave now. That? Preparation for the summer festival will have me running place to place, as you can imagine. I wish I could stay and chat a bit longer, but that's life and politics for you. Oh, and one more thing. The communications functionality of your Arcus has been enabled in the city. Good luck out there. Wait, hold on there just a second. Nope. I'm not sure what to make of it all. Since he's the governor, I was expecting him to seem a lot more strict, but he actually seems more playful? I feel ashamed that you had to see that. He's always been like that, I'm afraid. At least he manages to fulfill his responsibilities as a governor somehow. Actually, I've heard he's extremely good at his job. Coming from the background that he does, he is friendly and down to earth, but people say he is a born leader too. Hee. The Imperial Chronicle always paints him in a favorable light as well. I hear he butts heads with the noble faction far less than its fellow reformist Chancellor Osborne. In politics, a friendly demeanor can just as easily be an active sway popular sentiment. After all, there aren't many who can waltz in and borrow meeting space from the RMP. Well, the capital is the nexus of the heart of the nation's entire railway network. As such, the railway military police finds itself indebted daily to Governor Regnus's good graces. This was just an opportunity for us to return the favor. At least a little. Mph. Come on now. Well, thank you for allowing us to use this room for our meeting. We need to get a field study underway, so if you'll excuse us... Of course, I wish you well in your studies. If you'll follow me, I'll escort you to the station's exit. So much talking! Again. Like always. Incredible. It's so vast. Looks like an actual city, like a nice city actually. Nice and red. I'd love to have a city that is entirely in red. The size of the city never ceases to amaze me. Way too many people. It only starts to sink in that I'm in the capital after I see an orbital tram zipping along. Main train station in Bremen, okay. Never been to Bremen, so no idea. Don't apologize for replying late on a chat and Twitch. It's fine. Is that what those little train vehicles are? I've never had the opportunity to ride one, but I believe they are used to ferry around people around the city more easily. Yeah, they're the main form of public transportation here. They link all 16 of the capital's main districts. They're something of an icon here in Heimdall. Their fare is pretty cheap too, which makes them convenient for getting around. Lots of people use them so often that they just buy a yearly pass. Amazing, all that and so many orbital cars on the roads too. Is that building off in the distance? That would be Valflame Palace, residence of His Majesty the Emperor. Although from what I understand, Chancellor Osborne's imperial government is also situated within. Yes, that's the case. Anyway, I'll be taking my leave here. I wish you the best of luck on your 3 days of field study. Thank you. Thanks for taking the time to see us off. Bye. She really doesn't seem like an army officer, does she? Indeed, though the railway military police are known as one of the Imperial Army's most elite divisions. Not to mention one of the branches most despised by the aristocracy. I hear you. If a province has a railway, you can virtually guarantee they'll use it as an excuse to meddle in its security affairs. Blah, 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 blah. I've rarely seen them in Legram, though judging by their actions during our encounter in the nature park, they seem exceptionally well trained. Even with the same number of soldiers, they had no trouble rolling right over the provincial army. And on top of that, the captain is so elegant and pretty. She even looks good in the uniform. Some people have all the luck. It's like she's everything Sarah isn't. You could say that again. Though it seems like those two have more than a little history between them. Alright, I suppose we ought to get moving then. Yeah, we'll need to hop a tram where our lodgings are, then find the addresses we've been given. Whoa. Reading! We've got as long as 3 days ahead of us, so let's give them our best. You can count on it. Pete, Laura, take care of yourself. You too. May the goddess be with you all. Take care. Alright, bye for now then. This eastbound orbital tram will be departing momentarily. All those wishing to board, please do so at this time. Oh, riding a tram. Pretty normal here in my hometown too. I haven't been to the capital in a long time, but I'm always surprised at just how big this street is. Really? This street is nothing special to those who have lived here all their lives. But I suppose seeing all these orbital cars and trams zipping along must be a real sight to people from the provinces. Indeed, even though in my home province people are depending less and less on horse-drawn carriages. I've never seen so many orbital cars in one place before. Well, even here, carriages were the standard up until about 20 years ago. But these days they seem kind of quaint. I don't really see them anymore. The Republic's capital has a lot of cars too, just like this. After that, Großstadtbesuch probably has the most. Oh really? You've done a lot of traveling for someone your age. Though I guess when you were in a... Yep, Jaeger work takes you places. Don't bring up the Jaegers! Anyway, what's Alto Street like? That's where we're staying while we're here, right? Isn't that where your house is, Elliot? Yeah, it's a pretty calm street, I guess. Oh, we should be taking a ride here. Hello on Alto Street. Concert Cafe Etoile. E-Toilet, yeah. I don't really find myself near Alto Street all that often. Looks like you live in a nice part of the town, though. Do you think? Anyway, we should start looking for where our lodgings are. Oh yeah, Elliot? You live around here, right? Why don't we drop by your house first? But, well, that does seem like a natural thing to do. I kind of want to see it. Well, it's really near here, but still, I don't know if Dad will be in. Not sure if my sis will be either. Yeah, I think you mentioned having an older sister before. All the more reason to pay a visit then, right? Okay, if you insist, thanks. Makes sense. If you're already there, may as well pay your home a visit. My house is the two-story place with all the flowers over there. Don't know if anyone's home right now, but we can at least have a look. Yeah, maybe. Okay, what is the map like? Not much. Okay, we just have to do the story stuff first now. For a bit. It's been a long time since I was last here, and I feel a bit nervous. Don't worry, I know the feeling. No need for such pandering. It is your home after all. I know, but still. Okay, come on in. Wow, it feels like it's been ages since I was home. So this is Elliot's house? Oh, is someone there? I'll be with you in just a moment. People can just come in. And that's it. He's sorry for the wait. What? Is she? She looks just like Elliot. Hi sis, I'm home. Elliot? Aww. Whoa. Oh my. It's you, it's really you. Jeez. I don't think I'd be able to see you again so soon. Oh, thank the goddess. Sis, please, not in front of my classmates. Looks like they get along pretty well. She's even smaller than him, yeah. Yeah, I'm almost jealous. Fiona. Hi. I'm Elliot's older sister, Fiona Craig. I hear you've been saving my brother's skin at school. I'm sorry, my German accent is horrible. I am so glad to finally meet all of you. Actually, Elliot's the one doing the saving most of the time. He's not wrong. He's the one who was healing us all the time. Indeed, his attentiveness has proven valuable on many occasions. Yeah, it has. Are you blushing? Of course not. Why would I be? You must be Reen, Laura, Marcus, and Fee? Yeah, Elliot is the healer. Exactly. No, I can see what you meant when you wrote that you'd made some really interesting friends. Yeah. You're not teaching any piano classes today? As it so happens, I have the day off. And none of the children have come by either, so I picked a good time to visit. You picked a good time to visit. Oh, you teach piano here at home? Elliot is in the wind orchestra at the academy too. Is everyone in this family a musician? Well, almost. My dad's not really the musical type. Couldn't carry a tune in a wheelbarrow. I'd love the chance to go to a concert as a family once in a while. But he's so busy with work that he rarely has the chance to come home and see us. What does your dad do anyway? Well... Have you not told them? Now that you mention it, I don't recall you ever saying. Is it something secret you can't talk about? Oh no, nothing like that. He's in the Imperial Army. The Imperial Army? Really? Yeah, probably no way you'd guess that looking at me, right? I didn't exactly inherit the physique. No. Most shonen protagonists' dads are dead. Yeah, you've got a point. But man, the last name Craig in the army? It sounds really familiar. Wait. Your father wouldn't happen to be Olaf Craig, would he? The Olaf Craig, decorated Lieutenant General of Erebonia's Armed Forces? That's our dad, alright. I think I heard of him. Many consider him the most formidable general in the Imperial Army, and he's known more widely around the Empire simply as Craig the Red. He leads the 4th Armored Division, which boasts the greatest firepower in the entire armed forces. I read about it in the research I did before entering the academy, but I never put two and two together that when I met Elliot. Come to think of it, doesn't Instructor Neidhart come from the 4th Armored Division too? Yeah, I met him through my dad before coming to the academy. Well, I'm not surprised you didn't peg me as Olaf Craig's son. Quite special, he's like the biggest general in the entire army, basically. I was kinda hoping you wouldn't find out. Elliot... Doesn't take a psychic to see there's something going on there. Sorry, I didn't mean to make things all awkward like this. Just don't worry about it. Oh, right. Do you know of any hotels around here, Fiona? We've got an address for where we're staying, and it's apparently around here, but I've got no clue where it actually is. What? You're not staying here? Well, we are in town for a field study. Besides, there aren't enough beds here for all of us. But it's been so long since I last saw you. Oh. I guess you finally reached that age when it's not cool to give your sis big hugs anymore. Hey, das stimmt doch gar nicht. I feel a little sad, but I guess we all grow up. I'll still be watching over you, though. Oh. Ist doch schon irgendwie süß. Sis, please. His sister seems to be even more attached to him than he is to her. Still, that's kind of strange. There aren't any hotels in this area, at least not that I know of. Huh? Not at all? Perhaps my father gave us the wrong address? But your father doesn't seem like the type to make such a careless mistake. I'm not 100% sure, but... Can you show me the address he gave you? Oh, sure thing. It's written right here. Oh, I think I know where this is. Isn't this where the old Bracer Guild used to be? Oh, the guild branch? Are you sure? Yeah, an old friend of mine used to work there. Though we've been out of touch for a while now. Really? I had no idea. Bracers, huh? Still, I'm baffled as to why my father would choose to put us up in an old guild house. Well, it should at least go... We should at least go have a look for ourselves. Do you know the way, Elliot? I think so. It should be just down the road from here. Ja, quasi. Also, die Bracer gibt es ja hier in diesem Land so gut wie gar nicht mehr. Das wurde vorher schon gesagt, dass das Militär mehr oder minder die Bracer in Erebonia komplett ersetzt haben. Die anderen Länder, so wie Le Burle und dann Crossbear vielleicht auch, aber dann ganz besonders auch noch die Calvert-Republik, die haben noch die Bracer. Aber in Erebonia eher weniger. Oh, I was hoping you'd stay a bit longer, but if you have things to do, I'll just sit here alone. It'd make my day if you drop by for meals while you're here, though. I'd be more than happy to cook for all of you. That sounds great. What do you guys think? Well, if it wouldn't be any trouble. I'm not going to turn down home cooking. Reen ist ganz nach meinem Herzen. So. I'm in. That's a spirit. I'll be sure to treat you to the very best I can whip up this evening. So make sure you get plenty done today and work up a real appetite. It seems we have more than just a festival to look forward to now. You said it. Alright, let's head on over to the guild. Okay. Let's get going. Wir haben hier, wie lange sitzen wir jetzt? Fast eine Stunde und das ist alles nur Dialog bisher. Okay, hier gibt's nichts. Okay. Beep. Yeah, this is definitely the place written in the memo. I don't think we'd end up staying in an old guild branch. I'm guessing Group B was fixed up in the other one then. Oh, so there's more than one guild branch in the city? Yeah, back when the guild still had a presence in Heimdall, there were two branches. The guild pulled out of the city over a year ago though, so not many pay attention to these buildings now. Is that so? The guild still has an active branch in my hometown, Legram. Really? That's more the exception than the rule these days. The building looks surprisingly new considering they've been gone for over a year. Oh, that's because there was a big fire that swept through here about 2 years ago. They rebuilt the buildings after that, so they wound up getting shuttered when the guild left town anyway. No one knows for sure whether the fire was an accident or not. Some people still think it was set up by terrorists. Ooh. That's an unsettling thought. It's just a rumor though, there's no proof of anything. Must have been that operation. Hmm? Nothing. Anyway, let's head in, shall we? My father gave us a key, so we should be able to let ourselves in. So, shall we open it up? Use key! You know, I was actually expecting it to be way less tidy inside. There's some kind of notice posted on some of the walls and bulletin boards. It seems to be a notice of who's currently in charge of the building. Apparently it's currently owned by the local government. Well, that explains why the governor had the authority to let us stay here while we're in town. Which part are we staying in then? There's nothing but a reception counter down there, so I suppose we must be staying upstairs. Let's go drop off our stuff and see what we've got in store for today. Wir wissen noch nicht mal, was unsere Aufgaben sind bisher. He's prepared brand new beds for us and everything. Isn't that going a little far? This isn't a hotel. I'm not going to complain. Your dad really seems like a nice guy. We should appreciate his consideration. Alright, now that we've got our lodging sorted out, time to take a look at today's tasks. Finally! Ach du Scheiße. One of my cafe's most popular records has been shattered. If possible, I'd like to get another record of the same song, but I need help. Visit me at the Concert Cafe Étoile on Alto Street for further information. Okay. Chronicles of the Chronicle. A journalist of the Imperial Chronicle needs assistance with a tourism piece he's preparing. For more information, speak to me at the reception in our office on Banquet Street and I will connect you two, okay? That's off. A customer who visited my gelato stall yesterday accidentally dropped their hat. I'd like to get it back to them, but I'm not sure how. If you have any good ideas, please visit my stall in Dreikels Plaza. Wow, das sind doch mal Aufgaben diesmal. Den Hut zurückbringen. Underground Passage Monster. My name is Noble. Bit on the nose. I run Der Himmel Hotel, which unfortunately currently has a monster lurking beneath it. If you can get rid of it, please see me at my hotel in the Garnier district. Noble. Okay. The task Marcus's father selected certainly show a variety one would expect from the city this size. Well, we'll need to make sure we know exactly what each task involves before taking it on. Our group's covering the area east of Banquet Street, so it might be a good idea to go around and scope out all these places before noon. Agreed. I want to get an idea of where everything is. We can use the Obel trams to visit all the relevant locations on this side of the city while we're going through our tasks. You two alright with being our travel guides? Of course, might as well put our knowledge to use. Maybe hard to show you around a city this size, but I'll give you as grand a tour as I can. Sis says she'll fix dinner for us, so let's head back. We're here when it starts getting late. Yeah, once we are done with everything, let's go to Elliot's house. While in Heimdall, you can travel between the areas in the city relevant to the group's field study to travel. Either walk to the end of the Each area also has a tram stop, which you can visit to travel by tram to other areas. At certain points in the Tetra, you'll need to ride the tram to reach your destination. Ist hier irgendwas Relevantes? Nein. Meine Güte! Was gibt es jetzt zu tun? Also. Ride a tram or use a quick travel ride. Bifrost. Okay. Das erste, was ich laut Walkthrough machen soll, ist mir mal die Hauptstraße hier anzuschauen. Ja, komm. Beeil dich ein bisschen. But this is Vancouver Street. Sure is busy. Of course, it's the biggest street in Heimdall. There's more to it than just the Plaza Bifrost. Bifrost. Bofrost. Which means you'll see lots of different types of people. Different types of people and different types of auto vehicles, it seems. Well, that's partly due to the Imperial Transportation Act that came into effect last year. Anyway, it sounds like we'll be coming here a lot during our visit. Ja. Hier gibt es wohl ein Rezept. Wo dieses Rezept ist, muss ich jetzt erstmal suchen. Ne, du bist es nicht. Du bist es. Hallo? Tomatengratin. Hm. Ist eine Weile her, stimmt. Final Fantasy VII Remake, das hat quasi nur in einer Riesenstadt stattgefunden. Okay. Jetzt will ich mal schauen, was ihr zu verkaufen habt hier. Ein goldene Puppy Strap. Ich glaube, das muss ich kaufen. Part of a Set, genau, ja. Hier gibt es noch einen Bookstore. Hier gibt es Drogen. Oh ja, übel viele Drogen. Hm. Final Fantasy 13 had practically no cities. I need some battle scopes. Mimosa Café. Where's the bookstore? Bookstore! Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy 13. Yeah, maybe that one. Yeah, that could be. But again, Final Fantasy VII Remake basically was just a big city. Okay, side quests. Is a weapon shop around here? Probably not. There is. Weapons. 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 Selling. In slums. The slums of a giant city. Okay. Can't buy the armor yet. Dang it. Well. Lesage Boutique. Do you have anything? She does have something. Some really expensive stuff. That's better armor than the other one. Easily. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna buy these. But only once I have money. Money. So, side quests. Alto Street. Cafe. Hello. Welcome back, Elliot. Side quest, side quest, side quest. This place exists, kind of relaxing. I don't care what you have to say about your cafe. Should ravine. Yeah, exactly. Request. What you need, the records, that's right. Trying to change on the store's layout. Yeah, they broke a record. Tragically now, Amber Amour. Yeah, I just need to replace a music record. Jesus. Ugh. Gotta go to Elliot's house again. Fiona! You talk too much. Thank you. And I go to Vancouver Street. For everyone new to the stream, I'm mostly skipping the dialogue of these side quests because it's not interesting, but I need to do them. I just have to do them. Like in order to progress the game. Okay, we go to Vancouver Street, then go to Plaza Bifrost. Okay, where's Plaza Bifrost? There's Plaza Bifrost. Hello. Welcome to Plaza Bifrost. We have a record. No. Thank you for waiting. You managed to find it? No. Thank you for nothing. I hate you. By the counter, leaving go to the Ost District. Ost District. I wonder if it's in the east. So many weird German words in this entire game. This is Ost District, where I was born and raised. You will find mostly lower-class citizens and laborers living around here. These are a lot of old-looking buildings in this area, but it doesn't look especially run down. It wasn't included in the city's redevelopment plan, but they took good care of it nowadays. Once my father and Tesla came into power, at least. Stuff like this, like, it's just fluff. Useless fluff. Kitty! Cat! Meow. Hello? Emerald's used goods. Okay. Do you have anything? No. Les Miserables with Marquez in the main role. I doubt he can sing. I have this feeling that he's not a very good singer, maybe. Maybe. Read Chainsaw Man's latest chapter, which included 2 kitties. I still haven't read Chainsaw Man. Can I buy something from you? Trade? Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I can trade. Yeah, cool. Okay. Done the quest. This was just running around finding a music record. Nothing else. And I got pudding for it. Wobbly pudding. Times 5. Hats off. Go to the Dreikel's Plaza. Dreikel's Plaza. Now we're going to the actually required quests. Whoa! This is Dreikel's Plaza. That's a palace! Jesus Christ. The large building you can see in the distance is Wellflame Palace, home of the imperial family and the government. I can see the statue of Emperor Dreikel the Lionheart in the city center of the plaza as well. This is the one place in the capital that never gets any less stunning no matter how many times I see it. Yeah, I can imagine! Jesus Christ, this is huge! Well, I've come all the way... We've come all the way out here, we might as well take a closer look. Yup. First, hey stream. Welcome. Would you like some? Oh wow. Good, important to him. Yeah, I need to give someone his hat back. Jeez. In the late 20s maybe in Ost district. How many 20-something males are there in Heimdall? A few, I would assume. Knowing he's in Ost district. Okay, Ost district. Yeah, okay. Good lord. Look at this place. It's huge! It's ridiculous. Hey, I have a hat. Give me a hat. No. But this is Wellflame Palace. This is where the Imperial government is headquartered too, right? Yeah. It's a pretty imposing building, though. Looking up at it, one can really appreciate the grand scale of this nation. True. Oh, you're all here too? Oh, hey guys! Wait, what are you guys doing here? Totally coincidence. It's not like we were planning to run into you here. Isn't your group supposed to be focusing on the western half of the city? I seem to recall your group being assigned to cover the east side, and yet you are here. This must be where our areas overlap. Have you been going around exploring all the places on your list too, then? Yes, we only arrived here by tram a little while ago. How's everything coming along, Fee? Not bad. Still, in a city this big, it's quite a coincidence to just run into each other like this. True, perhaps fate keeps trying to bring us together. I take it they put you all up in all guild halls too, then? Yeah, I have to say, I didn't see that coming. But that seems like he's the meddling type, Marcus. I wish I could disagree. I'm sure he has his reasons. We've explored about half of our assigned areas so far. How about you? We just started making the rounds, unfortunately. I see. Good luck then. The city's best, and I'm sure you'll manage. Thanks. Oh hey, why don't we all get lunch together later? That sounds wonderful. There's no guarantee we'll be able to get together again during our visit after all. True, it'd be a perfect chance to exchange information as well. I have no objections. Alright, well, just give us a call on the Arcus when you're ready to take a break for lunch. We'll do the same. Sounds like a plan. Back to exploring then. Blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Alright, let's head back to explore. Yeah, we just talked about this. No need to repeat yourself so much. Why does everyone have...
Here's the statue of Emperor Dreikel. He strikes quite a stately pose.
Why does everyone have to
he's the one
speak
who
so
founded
much?
our academy.
And the same things again and again so much? Why is the statue so low poly? This isn't a PS1 game. Ah. Okay. Ost District. Where's Hatman? Hatman. Gamgee's pub. Okay. Hello. Long time no see, Gamgee. Blah blah blah. Not exactly. Nagish or Gamgee, the handmade summer cap. Pretty sure I've seen this before. I remember Jim's wife made this for him after they got married. Jim's wife. Okay, who is Jim? It's really called Ost District, yes. Got them flash boots, exactly. So is Jim. Fucking Jim. Where is Jim? House directly to the... What? Sleepy kitty. Okay, best part of the game so far. So many cats in this game. So many more cats. Baby cat. Like I said, best part of the game so far. All the kitties. Someone on the development team really loves cats. Highly appreciated. Yeah, you can... Okay, Jim is near the west... okay, there it is. Hi, Jim. Come on, Dram, hurry up. I really wish I could have remember where I dropped it. Oh, he's looking for his hat. Good thing we are here. Jim, there you are. Found him just in time. Yeah, yeah. That we were. This wouldn't happen to be yours, would it? My hat! Can't believe it. This is it. The hat that Grass made for me. Oh, thank Adios. I've been looking all over this place for the past few days. Yeah, okay. You accidentally dropped it? Uh-oh. His wife is... gonna be mad. Can't believe you, Jim. Not only did you drop the hat, you didn't even tell me the truth about it. Sorry, I just didn't want to upset you. Didn't you swear never to keep anything from me when we got married? Yeah, okay, yeah. Get marriage counseling! Jesus. These quests are so mundane and... People complained about the quests of Final Fantasy VII Remake. They have never played Trails of Cold Steel. Next quest. Oops.
Isn't this...
Huh?
Oh, this is where they published the Imperial Chronicle newspaper.
Oh. Cool. Hello. Jesus. Okay, now I have no idea what I have to do, but that was my fault. Chronicles of the Chronicle, okay. Norton explained that he's producing a tourist brochure for the summer festival and asked us to get photos off and a comment from every store in the district. Okay. So... what district? This one. The one we are in. Good lord, the heat is getting to me. My brain. Yeah. Okay. Anyone up here? Yeah. PR comment. These are really easily skipped. Watson. And the Lumiere Mobile Factory. Oh, I could upgrade my weapons. Now that I think about it. Do I have? I might have enough for everyone. Zweihänder! Yay! Woohoo! Got all my weapons upgraded. Can I open up some slots? No. Opened. Can be opened, yeah. Almost opened everyone's slots. That sounds dirty. Okay. Amiens district. Establishing shot. Whee. So much establishing going on. Zigani is famous for being home to Heimdall Opera House, as well as a bunch of expensive jewelers and hotels. Well, it's kind of an entertainment district then. Doesn't seem like the kind of place we'd be spending much time in, at least. There's a casino in one of the clubs around here too. Probably goes without saying, but it's completely off limits to us. I have to admit, I am curious. Oh, Laura! Ooh. I can do without a casino, but I'd love to see something at the opera house someday. I mean, the operas are the face of the Erebonian culture, after all. Yeah, nothing bad will ever happen in this city. Never ever. Absolutely not. Nope, 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 nope. Hello. This one I'm gonna read out because it's actually the big one. Welcome to Der Himmel! Excuse us, we're here to learn more about a request we received from our hotel. Is the manager available? He should know who we are if you mention that we are from Thor's military academy. Oh yes, we've heard all about you. Unfortunately, however, Noble had to leave on urgent business. He should be back during the afternoon though, so might I request that you return then? If that's the case, there isn't much for us to do if he isn't here. So leaving this request for later seems to be our only option. I think the joke is pretty obvious, I hope. Or else I sound like completely deranged. Yeah, let's go take care of the others then. Got it. There are no others. Okay, step it out. Located south of the map, okay. Speak to Ellington on the far left, then leave the hotel for a short event. There is no short event. What's at the jewelers? Can I buy something here? No. Can I buy something from you? Yes. Eep. Oh god. Jesus, this is expensive. Strength plus 50. Whoa. Yeah, okay, these are some... Oh. This is some high-end stuff. Not that I have the money for it, but it's cool that it's there. Okay, I guess Alto Street again, just for a quick break. Said in the afternoon, so let's have lunch, I guess. Or not? What do I have to do? No, wait, wrong. Rainier District. And the Opera House. Can we look at the Opera House? Can we go inside?
So this is the Opera House, huh? Might be nice to see a show sometime.
You need to reserve your seats 2 months in advance, though.
And that's just for the cheap seats.
Well, it is an opera house after all. Okay, can't go in. Unfortunately. No. What do I do now? Have I done all the other quests? Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm dumb. Completely forgot. The, needed to bring in the other quest. I got to turn this one in. What did I get? Intimidation. Wait. What's intimidation? Makes enemies on the field more likely to run from you. That's actually kind of good, because then I can attack them in the back. After visiting the assigned areas and completing the mandatory task, Green and Group A contacted Group B. Noon had long since passed, so both groups gathered in Vanqueer Street department store for a late lunch. Hydration. I just want you all to know I don't normally eat that much. Considering the size of the capital, I'm not surprised we worked up such an appetite running around. Well, I guess now we ought to have plenty of energy to make some good progress this afternoon. Indeed, although... these two. Come on. Is there really nothing we can do about these two? This is getting ridiculous. That's rich coming from you, users! They seemed uncomfortable during the entire meal, too. I can only hope we'll be able to find some way to reconcile the differences soon. I know, but nothing good ever comes from rushing these things. I've got a feeling that they're going to cover over it They're going to get over it on their own soon. I hope you're right. Anyway, we should get back to work. It shouldn't take us too much longer to finish things up. We only have one more quest to do. Yeah, I think we've got maybe one mandatory task left. Yep. Yeah, and that one we just couldn't do because the client was out at the time. Well, hopefully he's back by now. We'll go check in when we get a chance. We'll see you again at some point. I hope this field study proves fruitful for us. Agreed. Good luck, everyone. Catch you later. Blah 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 blah. Alright, let's head back to the hotel at the Garnier Street district. Let's hope the manager's back in. Okay. Garnier district. Hotel. Gonna kill some monsters. Hey, you're here. Hello. Welcome to Der Himmel. Might you be searching for a room? Oh good, it seems like the owner's back. Actually, we were here about a monster extermination request you placed. Oh, you came to take care of that for us, did you? You seem rather young. Are you sure you'll be able to handle it? We have significant experience in monster extermination. Don't foresee any problems. Can you explain what exactly you'd like us to do? Well, if you insist. That's why we're here, of course we insist. The request involves the eradication of a monster currently living underneath this hotel. Underneath? You see, beneath this city lies a network of underground passages built during the Middle Ages. One of those passages happens to lead directly into this hotel's basement. So it was originally constructed during the so-called Dark Ages. I seem to remember reading something like that in the book a while back. Yeah, these tunnels have apparently been unattained for a long time now. Correct. However, lately there seems to be a concerning increase in the number of monsters inhabiting the passage. An employer went to investigate and brought back reports of a particularly large creature in there as well. Before, we'd occasionally put in a request to the guild to clear out the monsters underground, but that isn't an option this time, as the guild branches in the city closed over a year ago. That doesn't sound good. The customers certainly won't be able to rest easy with dangerous creatures prowling around beneath the hotel. So, you think you can take care of this matter for us? Certainly. Just leave everything to us. Can you explain how we're to enter the underground passage? First, you need this key. Use it to unlock the door on the opposite side of this entrance hall. This will lead you down to the underground passage. Okay, anything else I already can tell. Yeah, okay.
Oh my.
Oh my. Who is oh mying? Oh, hello. Whoa.
Lady Clotilde, is it time for you to depart?
Clotilde.
Yes, I'll be stepping out for a while. But more importantly, who do we have here?
Is that... No way! Vita Clotilde?
Clotilde.
Whoa! I can't believe it! It's really her! I never thought I'd actually get the chance to meet her.
Wait, who is this now?
You three, don't just stand there staring. You're in the presence of the legendary opera singer Vita Clotilde, the Azure Diva herself!
The Azure Diva, huh? I do recall hearing that name at some point.
Wait, you don't know who she is?
I'm not surprised. Opera is a world unto itself. I expect there are multitudes who have never heard of me before.
Vita Clotilde. Clotilde.
I'm Vita Clotilde, an opera singer.
Clotilde is a very funny name.
I'd be delighted if you would come and hear me sing sometime.
And suddenly, no voice acting anymore. It's a pleasure to meet you. She's really pretty. By the way, I couldn't help but notice your uniforms. You're all students then? Did you come here in the hopes of getting my autograph by any chance? Well, of course we did. What other reason would we possibly have to be here? Oh, Jesus. Okay, call your jets, you two. We are all students from Thor's Military Academy in Trista. We came to the capital on a field studies, started making our rounds, and ended up here. Really awkward. This is a bit of a problem, actually. Oh, what a way to take the wind out of my sails. By the military academy, you say? Wouldn't it mean you've come to take care of the beast in the underground passage? Yep. Just about to get started. Just leave the monster to us. We'll have it down for the count before you know it. I'm relieved to hear that. I've been quite worried ever since I first heard about it. Still, you said you're here on a field study? My school these days certainly put their students through some challenging coursework. I doubt there are any other academies in the country with a curriculum quite like ours. No, I'm sorry, but I need to be on my way. Or I'll be late for my rehearsal. If you'll excuse me, our apologies for delaying you. Not at all. It made for a pleasant diversion. I wish you all the best with your field study. I'm sure it won't be easy. Damn. Wow. She's even prettier in person than she is in photographs. And only compared to the real thing. Oh no, you forgot to get an autograph. What a shame. Still, she seemed to be a fine woman. Not only beautiful, but considerate and patient as well. Yeah, I got that impression too. So she's a famous opera singer, huh? I feel like it wouldn't take too much coaxing to become a fan of hers. What's wrong, Fee? It's probably nothing. Anyway, there's some creature waiting down there for us to serve an eviction notice. The door to the underground is on the... yeah, okay. So, we met Vita Clotilde. Clotilde, again, very funny name. But why does she have voice acting? Well, the door's unlocked now. Okay. Why oh why? Maybe? Maybe not? We'll find out, maybe. But I don't think silver hair is really that unusual in this world. Saying as currently a guy with green hair is talking. So this is what the underground passage looks like inside. Oh, it seems crazy they built something like this in the Middle Ages. Yeah, okay. You don't need to talk at length about the sewer system. Okay.
Oh, what a nice looking treasure chest.
Yeah.
Now's our chance. We can do this.
What are the enemies in
My
here?
turn.
Yep, everyone's favorite. Sewers.
Here.
Grenade!
Here we go.
Whee!
Now's our chance.
Broken. My turn.
Detect
Analyzing
war.
enemy attack patterns. Analysis complete.
It's my turn.
Bang!
Go! Elliot!
Okay.
Take this!
My turn.
More slash.
Now's our chance.
Broken.
That one all right.
Ooh,
See?
level up.
You make a great team. Great.
Gale! Oh, that's a good one. Slices up enemies at high speed, unbalanced plus 20%.
I did it.
An A+ outcome.
Do you get a new... Oh, finally! Petrification shell can now be used. Petrify, 50%. Fires a bullet that can petrify, can unbalance.
Not bad.
Okay.
Is that a
Would love
Let's
a
get 'em.
new ability for
Here we
Fee.
go.
Not gonna lie. Let's do a Gale! Now that we have it.
Gale!
I'll handle it.
Incredibly useful skill. Just gonna
Here.
say. Dark matter.
Leave it to me.
Petrify
Locked
them.
and loaded. You won't get away. That takes care of them.
Jeez. Iron reach level 3. Iron Marquis, okay. Defense and art defense plus 25. Raises defense and when HP is low. Chest! Luminous glasses. Are they so luminous? Puppy strap. What did that do again? I think I already had luminous glasses, didn't I? No, I had. Accuracy plus 50% prevents blind. High accuracy is always nice. But usually it's not that important. At least in this game. Bang.
Now's our chance. We can do this.
My turn.
Black
Second form.
drone.
Gale! Now's our chance.
Broken.
You're done.
Dead.
I'll handle it. Now.
Got you.
My turn.
No, that. Detector.
Analyzing enemy attack patterns. Analysis complete.
Right. That takes care of them.
Fee, come on. Okay. What the fuck are you? That is a fat bat.
Now's our chance.
Okay.
Ball bat. Okay.
Here.
Go. Second form. Gale.
My turn.
Detector.
Analyzing enemy attack patterns. Analysis complete.
Right.
Petrify.
Locked and loaded. You won't get away.
I'll handle it.
What are people dumping into their Clotilda to make the bats so thick? Honestly, I don't want to know.
Targets eliminated. Let's get going.
Force. Reach level 4. Nice. Beat up.
Done.
Could you please get a new craft? Fuckity fuck.
Is that a treasure chest?
Yes, it is a treasure chest. Grand Press. I already have one of those, I think. Sabbath Mass is always nice. What the fuck are you? These monster designs are sometimes really creepy.
Now's our chance. Let's get him. Here we go.
Ghoul frog.
Okay.
Analyzing enemy attack patterns. I've got it.
Okay.
Leave it to me. Eat that.
My turn. Hostiles
It's a
neutralized.
frog blob.
Guess we're safe.
You're a balm.
This would make a great training area.
I envy the people who live around here.
One track
Only
mind,
you
Laura.
would see an underground passage and think about training.
Yeah, especially when everything is smelling of poo gas.
Now's the chance. Let's get him. Go.
Gale!
The second form. Gale.
Get used to seeing Gale a lot. That's one of the
Okay.
abilities I'm using
Here.
constantly in this game. That's good.
Leave it to me.
Okay. Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
Not very strong enemies so far. I'm waiting for that to... well...
Enemy sighted. Take him out.
Shite.
My turn.
Good night.
My turn. Second form. Gale.
Okay. Here.
Right.
Go.
Should be normal then. Damn it!
Okay.
Right. Oh, we did it.
Anything around here? Ooh, there are many chests down the... Fucking assholes. Let me guess, it only... no, it opens both? What's the point? Why? What?
Oh, a treasure chest.
Now's our chance.
Why was
My turn.
this blocked off if there was just the opening mechanism right next to it?
Now's our chance. B.
Okay. I'll handle it. Targets eliminated. Let's get going.
An A+ outcome.
I've only just.
I spy treasure.
Bring it
Well,
on. My turn.
big deal.
The second form. Gale. Now's our chance.
Broken.
As ist.
I'll handle it.
Flash her your grenade, please. Go to sleep.
Good night.
Right.
On the stone.
Locked and loaded. You won't get away.
Go.
Oh no, you don't. You will not cast a spell on me.
Broken.
I'll handle it.
This is what rats look like in... okay. Why is the dirty rat having chicken legs? Why is anything?
Okay.
It's my turn. Eat that. All right, let's
Why
keep
does a
moving.
being like this exist in the first place?
I did it.
All right.
What did I get? Genbu. Okay. Sounds like something. Attacks drafts can poison or petrify enemies. 10% chance. Boo! But can I... You! Why not give it to you? Okay, this weird side thing. I hope I don't have to fish in the sewers.
Now's our chance.
That would be gross.
Here we go. Go.
Broken.
You're done.
My turn. Here.
It's my turn. Locked and loaded. You won't get away. Go.
So many status effects
Okay.
flying around.
Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
Please, Fee, get a new ability.
Done.
Thank you. Scud Ripper can now be used. Feint 30%, KO 30%. Strikes enemies' weak points, unbalanced 20%. Okay. This is an attack that has a 30% chance of instantly killing the enemy. That sounds
Enemy sighted. Let's take 'em
very
out. Here we
dangerous.
go.
Okay.
Let's try it.
Here we go.
Leave it to me. Locked
Full?
and loaded. You won't get away. Go. Elliot.
Okay.
Take this.
Oh, we did it.
Cannon. Okay, new ability. Begin battle with gradual HP regen. Ooh, nice. These master quartz are really useful. Like, they become strong in the end. Yeah. So much jelly.
Now's our chance. Go. Now's our chance.
Broken.
You're done.
I'll handle it.
My turn. All right, let's keep going. Now's our chance. We can do this.
The second floor. Jam. Go.
Broken.
That one all right.
Dead.
See? You make a great team.
Kill the shit out of these guys. Oh my goodness.
Now's our chance. Let's get him. My turn. Now's our chance.
Broken.
My turn.
Rip some scuds. Ah. Insta death. That's what I'm
my
saying.
turn.
The Scud Ripper is extremely useful.
All right.
Just because
let's
of
keep
this
moving.
30% instant death chance. Brave! Time Sabbath. Earth Sabbath. No. More enemies! Jeez. So many enemies in here. Crazy.
Advantage is ours. Let's finish it.
My turn. The second form. Yeah, go! B!
Roger. Okay.
Die! Okay, he didn't die.
Right.
Okay. Targets eliminated. Let's get going.
So many level ups.
Success.
I did it.
Not bad.
Brilliant spin can now be used. Area L, section faint 30%, draws enemies into a vortex of light. Can unbalance.
Now's our chance. Let's get him.
Okay. Here we go.
Phew.
My turn.
My turn.
Right. There's no time to waste.
All right.
Oh! Fat bad.
Advantage is ours. Let's finish him.
Here we go. The second form. Gale!
My turn. Here we go.
Right. Now.
I'll pick you up.
I'll handle it.
Stirb halt.
Done. But we can't relax yet.
So, ist jetzt Ruhe hier. Jetzt ist Ruhe hier. Okay. Whoa!
Challenging foe. We should engage it with care.
Big boy. That must be it. Yeah, that looks like the monster in the hotel room has to deal with. Laura, Fee, are you two ready? Well, of course. I'd like to ask that you put Fee and myself on the front line on this battle. Can I have another go at the combat link? Well, this is as good a chance as any. Alright, Laura, Fee will take point for this fight. The rest of us will back them up. Okay. Markies. Das brauchen wir jetzt erstmal nicht. Aber Elliot dabei zu haben ist immer gut, weil er eben heilen kann. Ach du meine Güte.
Here we go. Got it.
An opening! Of course.
Ja, buffe dich einfach mal eine Runde jetzt, wo wir es können. Hey.
You okay?
Thanks.
Oh, danke fürs
Here we
Heilen.
go. The second form. Gale! Go!
I'll pick you up. Right. Analyzing enemy attack patterns. I've got it.
Okay. Here we go.
Und Wusch.
Got it.
Rush. Okay, also ein Combat Link funktioniert einwandfrei mit den beiden. Also sieht an sich ja ganz gut aus. Sagte er und
Of course. escape.
Uh-oh.
I was careless.
Go!
Geh mal nicht tot, bitte. Danke.
Right. Give it up, everyone.
Warum die Demonic Scythe? Das ist...
I was
Sorry, everyone.
careless.
My
Uh-oh.
turn.
Thanks.
My turn.
Thanks.
My turn.
Okay, jetzt wird's unschön.
Okay. Here we go.
Machen wir uns mal alles schneller, bitte.
My turn.
Not good.
Bitte heile jetzt ordentlich. Mein
You have my thanks.
My turn.
Sound ist komplett weg jetzt gerade. Ich höre nichts. Jetzt höre ich wieder was. Meine Kopfhörer machen gerade, die haben glaube ich keinerlei. Was mache ich denn? Heile Ellie einfach mal eine Runde.
Thanks.
Für den Fall, dass jetzt was Fieses kommt. Ragnar Vortex. Klingt nach sehr was Fiesem. Jupp,
I was
sehr fies.
careless.
Okay, es tut mir leid, ich muss wieder... Ich hoffe, dass es jetzt nicht nochmal passiert mit dem... Mit dem Echo. Warum kommt jetzt nichts über die Kopfhörer? Ja, meine ich. Also es kann jetzt sein, dass wieder ein Echo kommt, aber meine Kopfhörer geben schon wieder auf. Ich muss mir echt Kopfhörer besorgen, die rein mit Kabel sind.
Thanks.
My turn. All right, let's do this.
Understood. My turn.
Give it up, everyone.
Go. All right, let's do this.
Understood.
This is bad.
Es ist schlimm.
Right.
Not good. everyone!
My turn. Go!
I'll take you up!
My turn.
Of course. Shatter!
Go! There! Now's our chance!
I'll take you up! Not good. Keep it up, everyone!
Okay, bitte jetzt.
My turn.
Hört mal alle auf mit dem Sterben.
Here we go.
Das ist ja immer noch in Ordnung. Das geht ja noch.
Shatter!
Here we go!
Weißt du was? Ich mache einen Flame Slash einfach, weil du mir auf die Nerven gegangen bist.
That's that. Let's keep moving. Great!
Done.
Well, that was... You know, maybe you should just stop worrying about trying to form a combat link with each other.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I can see why you'd really want to.
No. I don't want to hold our group back more than I already have. I'd like to withdraw from active combat and take a more supporting role for the duration of this field study.
Huh? Why?
But Laura, it doesn't make any sense for you not to be in the thick of the fight.
Don't be ridiculous. If anyone should be benched, it's me. It makes sense when you consider what each of us brings to a fight.
No. My own immaturity is the cause of this. There's still a part of me that refuses to accept you, and this is the result.
Das tat doch jetzt ein Stück weit weh, glaube ich, oder?
I'm sorry. I didn't think I was this narrow-minded. And I apologize for the distress my prejudice has no doubt been causing you. I came to realize during my club activities that I still have a lot of maturing left to do.
Laura...
As such, Reen, I wish to withdraw.
Denied.
Warte mal einen Moment. Warum bin ich da nicht drauf gekommen als erstes? Einfach mal meine Lautsprecher runterzudrehen. Wegen dem Echo.
Actually, I'll be the one withdrawing from frontline combat.
What?
Huh?
Reen?
This seems awfully sudden. What's your line of thinking?
During all the battles we fought, one thing stood out to me. I couldn't help but notice that under ordinary circumstances, Laura and Fee's fighting styles complement each other perfectly.
Well...
You think so?
Interesting. What do you mean?
Laura's the ideal knight, standing strong in the thick of the fight, dominating enemies with her blade. Then there's Fee, the ideal vanguard, overwhelming the opposition with her speed and creating openings for Laura. During the practical exam, none of us should have stood a chance against the two of you.
When you put it that way, it does make sense.
If they could form a combat link, they'd be virtually unstoppable.
Yeah, I don't think that's escaped you two either. That's why you keep trying to form a combat link, but there's something stopping you from connecting with each other. Whatever it is, it's been frustrating both of you this whole time, right?
It's exactly as you say.
Okay, so, Since that's how things stand, it makes no sense for you two to just give up and withdraw from combat. In fact, considering everyone's relative strengths and weaknesses, it makes the most sense for me to fall back. This way, you'll have more chances to work out whatever it is that's standing in the way of you forming a link.
You have my thanks.
We'll take you up on your offer then.
That's what I like to hear.
You really can be audacious sometimes, you know. Just like you were with me and Eustace.
You think? I don't really think I did anything out of the ordinary.
That's so you, Reen, to not think anything of it. Still, thanks to you, there might be hope for these two after all.
We'll do what we can.
But first, we need to get back to the hotel, right?
Reen is temporarily unable to join the active party. As a result, he will be unable to participate in the battle. Reen. Okay. Kein Reen für den Moment. Ja, halb so wild. Hey there! Lucas and Pikachu. Hmm? Something wrong, Elliot? It's, is it just me, or do you guys hear a sonata off in the distance? Oh? Now that you mention it, I do hear music, very faintly. I think I can make out a violin and a flute. Quite an elegant piece, too, from the sound of it. Doesn't sound pre-recorded either. You think the sound is filtering down here from the surface? This way. Is this a secret passage? The music does seem to be louder here than it was before. But you know, I feel like I've heard this tune somewhere before. We should try and see where it leads. Agreed, let's see if there's some way to open it. Press the button. Yep. Button has been pressed. I had no idea there was a mechanism like this in the underground passage. I can hear the melody more clearly now too. Looks like this leads out to the surface. Okay, let's follow the passage and see where we come out. Here goes. Hey, more treasure. And a fat bat. Bonk.
The advantage is ours.
I'll handle it.
Of course. No,
Spin brilliantly. Brilliantly.
Good night.
Leave it to me. That takes care of them.
More telegram messages. Oh, just a normal chest. Big deal, big deal. Yeah.
The advantage is ours. Let's finish it. I'll handle it. Here we go.
Right.
Yeah, I just handle it.
Of course. Off guard. Machias.
Leave it to me.
Was a little bit overkill.
You kept up very well.
Whew. You weren't exactly making it easy.
Oh, demonic sleep. speed, raises speed when HP is low. Not the best ability again, but whatever. It is an ability at least. Fortuna, I think I already have one of those. Okay. Where does this lead now? Where do we go? Bah.
Advantage is ours. Let's finish it. I'll handle it.
My turn.
Right.
You have to charge up some CP, I think. Do you have? Yeah, you don't have even any kind of
My turn.
craft.
Right. Now.
Broken.
Right. Hey! You still have a lot of training to do. Not bad.
An A+ outcome.
There's a light.
The sound's getting louder too.
We must be getting close to the exit now.
Okay. Where do we come out of? Come out to, rather. Ah. Isn't this Marta Park? It's already not far from City Hall. Oh, lovely. Who would have guessed that those underground tunnels would spit us right out somewhere like this? The layouts remain unchanged since it was created during the Dark Ages. You can really feel the city's history. It seems like the network of passages here is even bigger than Barrierheart's underground waterway. Hey, Elliot? Is something wrong? Oh, sorry. I was just listening to the sonata, then I realized that the musicians playing it over there are actually friends of mine. They look like students. They seem exceptionally skilled for their age. Oh, they are. I'm really proud of them to know them. Would you guys mind if I went over and said hi? No sweat, go ahead. Perhaps we should go and greet them too. While smelling of poo gas. From the sewers. Anything interesting around here? Hi. Wait, Elliot? Elliot, you're back! Great to see you again, Morris. You too, Ron, Kalinka, Maya. Feels like forever since you've been around. You seem like you're doing well. So, who are your friends? We're Elliot's classmates at Thor's Military Academy. It's a pleasure to meet you. It seems we're all about the same age, too. So, you're Elliot's homeroom friends, then? Which school's uniform is that? Oh, we're students at the Music Academy. Music, huh? Yeah, it's an academy that puts the main focus on music. The school itself is on the outskirts of this district. A lot of famous musicians have graduated from there. Well, that explains why you all play so well. Thanks. Our academy always plays for the concert they hold during the summer festival every year. Classes are over for the day, so we're just adding a little polish before our performance. Oh right, this does seem like the perfect place to practice. Yeah, I can't believe how good you've all gotten though. I mean, you were always great, but you've improved a ton. You must have really been practicing. Do you really think so? Well, we have been practicing. I'm practically hearing the songs in my sleep now. So true. I guess I'd be pretty disappointed if, after all that, we weren't getting at least a little better. I just wish you were here at the Music Academy with us. Oh, don't misunderstand. Thors has a really good reputation and all. So are you still practicing the violin? Yeah, in club practice. I ended up joining the Academy's wind orchestra, actually. I'm glad to hear it. You were really good. I'd hate to hear you'd given it up. Hopefully we'll get another chance to play together someday. Yeah, I'd really like that. Oh, is that the time already? We better get back to the academy. The festival will be here before you know it, and we've got practicing to do. I do admire your dedication to your craft. If you've got some free time, it'd be great if you could come and see us perform in concert. That goes for all of you, the more the merrier. Thanks, looking forward to it. See you later, Elliot. Alright, later. Elliot? Hey, are you... No, it's not that. Anyway, how about we swing by the hotel to give her a report, then head back to my house? Sis is probably busy cooking up a storm right about now. Okay. There was a fishing spot in the park. That night, after enjoying a wonderful meal prepared by Fiona, we were invited into Elliot's room. Oh my. She seems happy.
Whoa, this is incredible.
He could open a shop with all the instruments here.
A piano, violins, wind instruments, a robust percussion section. I'm assuming the papers in the cabinet are all sheet music?
There's no way you can call this just a hobby.
I was just gonna say that like, this guy breathes music.
Yeah, coming in here, this must look like some rabid obsession to you guys. You know, my mom was a pretty famous pianist. Being raised around music like that, my sister and I ended up sharing her love of music.
Really? Looking at all this, I can see why you decided to join the wind orchestra at the academy.
Still, why didn't you go to the same school as the people we met earlier?
Fee?
Wait, Fee, that's not...
Don't worry about it. I'm sure this comes as no surprise. But I'd originally planned to attend the music academy.
Oh.
My sister and I grew up listening to our mom play the piano. Dad was more the strong, stoic type. He didn't know much about music, but he was head over heels in love with her. Our home was always filled with the sound of music, and it kept our family smiling together. But 7 years ago, Mom got really ill. Eventually, she passed away.
Oh yeah.
After her death, my sister and I both wanted to follow in her footsteps. She enrolled at the music academy and began working toward a career as a pianist. Naturally, I tried to do the same, but Dad wouldn't hear of it.
It's one thing to have it as a hobby, but the idea of a man of the Empire making his living through music is absurd.
No matter how hard I tried to convince him, he just shook his head and refused to listen. Then he started recommending one military academy after another, trying to push me toward a career in the army. Eventually, I didn't have much choice. I had to give up my dream of attending the music academy. I hated him for it. I really did. I'm no good at fighting, never have been. I'd get smoked in a real war. But after some research, I found one academy, Thor's, offered plenty of music-related classes, and that about half of its graduates end up in careers outside the military. In the end, I met him halfway and chose to enroll at Thor's. Kinda pathetic, huh? You've all got great reasons why you're there at the academy. Then there's me, who'd rather be on a stage than a battlefield, but I couldn't go against my dad. For a while, I started to think that maybe my passion for music had kinda cooled off. But I'm still full of regrets about the music academy and the summer festival concert, so I guess it hasn't after all. Oh, I wish I could just crawl into a hole right now.
So that's how you ended up at Thor's.
I had no idea.
Do you regret it? Coming to Thor's and all?
Huh? Of course not. Why would I?
Huh?
So, you don't?
Life at the academy keeps me busy, but I still have time to perform with the wind orchestra after class is out. And I feel like I really broaden my horizons every time we go on a field study. Honestly, I feel like I get more out of Thor's than if I had just enrolled at the music academy without much thought. Maybe it's because whether I decide I want to be a musician or do something else totally different, I'll at least have the chance to choose what I want without someone deciding for me.
Elliot.
Wow, you've really given this a lot of thought.
You really are strong, Elliot.
I wish I thought so too. I still feel jealous when I see my friends who went to the music academy putting their heart and soul into their music. But even with that, I've got no regrets about coming to Thor's. None at all. Besides, if I hadn't come, I never would have met you guys, would I? I'd regret that way more.
How can you say that with a straight face?
Maybe he's just oblivious.
I didn't think I was saying anything particularly embarrassing.
I'd figured that most people would blush saying something like that.
Still, this is Elliot we're talking about. He can get away with it.
You're the last person who should be saying that, Reen. Actually, I just remembered. I guess I do have one regret after all.
Oh?
What is it?
Remember the summer festival concert my friends said they're going to be performing in? Back when my mom was still alive, she performed in it, and my sister played in it 5 years ago too. So I was really hoping that I'd be able to take the stage there one day too.
Aww. How does Elliot have the most relatable backstory for enrolling at Thor's? Afterward, Elliot decided to take the opportunity to spend the night at home. So the remaining 4 of us began to make our way to the old guild building before we'd be spending the night. I can't believe it's already past 9. We ended up staying at Elliot's longer than I thought. Yeah, I wasn't expecting her to break out the coffee after our meal too. And she even invited us back for breakfast tomorrow. We've hardly been here a day and she's already my favorite person. We'll have to think properly at some point. Still, you know, I've lived here all my life. But it's only now that I am running around doing field study tasks that I'm realizing just how big this city is. Yeah, I'll bet. They're just going to slip tomorrow's task into the guild's mailbox, right? Yeah, they should be delivering first thing tomorrow morning. Considering how organized my father is, I don't doubt they'll be delivering on time. Though I do worry what we're in for. I have this terrible feeling he'll put us to task far more He put us to tasks far more difficult than we can actually handle or something. Yeah, I see what you mean. All the more reason we should finish up our report and hit the sack early, I suppose. What's wrong, you two? You tired or something? You've been awfully quiet. No, not really. However, listening to Elliot has finally shown me what I must do. Fee? I challenge you to a duel. Oh. What? Okay. Tonight, right? Yes, tonight. I fear I won't be able to sleep until this has been resolved. Hold on a minute. Where did this come from? A duel? What are you talking about? Exactly what it sounds like. We and I will face each other in single combat to determine a victor. That's all. Oh, that's all? Are you kidding me? Well, you can't do it in a populated area like this, especially not at night. You'd wake the whole neighborhood. How about the park we were at earlier? Mata Park, I think? That seems an ideal venue. The area around the exit from the underground passage should be nice and quiet. Well, that doesn't sound too bad, but honestly, Reen, you're not just going along with this, are you? Oh, shush. The capital might have a heady nightlife, but there's no excuse to cause a commotion. Alright, let's head over to the park then. The trams are still running, right? They run around until 11. So are we seriously doing this? Oh boy. Okay. Stream is still going. Nothing's breaking so far? Okay. The park scenery has an almost mystical air at night. It's nice. You're in luck. Not too many people taking a leisurely stroll at this hour. Okay, that may be true, but this is still the capital. You really shouldn't be fighting here. How did it come to this? Put a sock in it, Marcus. I apologize for burdening you with this, but I appreciate you keeping watch. This is ridiculous. Anyway, let's move over to that gazebo. We came out early. Okay. There's still some people around here. Let's talk to them.
Ah, what a pleasant evening.
It's pretty relaxing.
Come on.
No denying those two have some surprising similarities.
Nope. There could be still someone here I could get something from. Yeah, okay. Those two very much are in love. Yay, Red Moon Rose. That's what I wanted. And it said there's a fishing spot here? Somewhere? You can fish around here. But where? Maybe not at this point in time? Maybe?
Ooh, this looks like a good spot.
Fishing! Always be fishing. Oh, that's a new one.
Now that's a catch.
Was it a new one? Yeah, it's a new one. Arowana. Okay. The new one? I don't think so.
What even is this?
Crayfish. More arowana.
Now that's a catch.
Awesome. How many fish do I have? Oh. I'm missing one. That's bad. That's really bad. Gonna get anxiety from that. Maybe we'll get some later.
I don't see any people in this part of the park.
I'm fine with here if you are.
All right, Fee. Here are my conditions. If I win this duel, I want you to tell me about your past. Your personal history. At first, there was something about your strength that I couldn't bring myself to accept. From the moment we first met, I could tell you were holding back. And considering your build, your combat proficiency is extraordinary. It's simply too far removed from what I've come to know through following the way of the sword.
No doubt.
Really?
Yeah, all things considered, Fee's strength is totally improbable for someone her size.
To add to that, you were once part of a Jaeger Corps. I can't say I've ever thought of the Jaegers in a particularly favorable light. If one defines knighthood as the way of the virtuous, how can the path of the Jaeger be seen as anything but corrupt? I came to believe that because we'd been raised with such strongly opposing values, I could not accept you.
Aua.
However, I was mistaken. After hearing Elliot's story, I asked myself again why it was that I felt such resistance to fighting alongside you. I tried to ascertain my own feelings, slowly and carefully, and that was when I finally realized. During all these months we spent together, I've known deep down that you were worthy of my trust. Our values had nothing to do with that judgment. It came from my heart alone. But in my stubbornness, I refused to acknowledge that one simple truth. In my heart, I had already deemed you worthy of trust. Yet in my mind, I still couldn't see past our incompatibilities. I suspect that contradiction was what prevented us from using our Arcus to fight as one.
So, that's how it was. Did you know about this?
Yeah, I noticed during our fight with that monster earlier.
You aren't the only one who thought we couldn't get along. You live your life so honestly. I guess somewhere along the way I'd given up on you ever accepting me.
I see.
Still, what does this have to do with wanting to know about my past? Why do you want to know?
It's very simple, really. I want to know because I like you.
Aww.
What are you?
I find it frustrating when I'm not able to understand those I've taken an interest in or have a high opinion of. I felt like this several months ago with Reen, and I feel the same way now. That's why I want to know your history. I want to know what shaped you into who you are now. That said, this is simply an act of self-indulgence on my part. Nothing more, nothing less.
I'm not sure what to say.
That's our lore, all right.
You really are something else. It's fine. I don't mind telling you. But taking your spoils by force is the Jaeger's way through and through. Is that okay with you?
It's fine. Because I have no intention of thinking of my reward as a spoil of battle.
Die Größe dieses Schwerts ist immer noch völlig...
I'd much rather consider it an honor, bestowed for a hard-won victory.
Fine by me.
You just talk things out. Why do you even need to fight now?
All right, I'll officiate your duel. Neither of you need to hold anything back. If I think it's getting too dangerous, I'll step in and stop the fight.
Very well.
Thanks.
Go!
Ach, wen spiele ich denn jetzt? Niemanden, okay.
Shatter!
Target locked. Here.
Impressive.
Same to you.
Then I won't hold back. Allow me to show my strongest skill learned from my father.
Then I'll show you my strongest. Learned it from the boss himself.
That's enough! I couldn't even tell who won. What about you, Reen?
I feel bad saying this after volunteering to be the judge, but as far as I could tell, it was a draw.
Really?
Well, I suppose it is what it is. I'll simply have to continue my training and challenge you again another time. And don't forget, I still wish to duel you as well.
Eindeutig, zweideutig.
Wait, why me?
Honestly.
Actually, I lost this one.
Huh?
Jaegers are at our best when we fight at night. The darkness gives us an edge. But even after I threw out a flash grenade, the duel still ended in a draw. If we'd fought during the day, I would have lost.
That's
She has a point.
Well then.
very well. I'll accept this victory.
Well, anyway.
I guess the two of us should go for a little stroll then.
I don't mind if you listen. Is that fine with you, Laura?
I have no objections. We're all in this together.
Okay.
Backstory time?
I used to be part of a Jaeger Corps called Zephyr. Before that, my earliest memories are of explosions and battlefields. I found myself wandering in a war-torn hotspot on the outskirts of some country I never even knew the name of. Jaeger Corps threw themselves into battle for the highest bidder day after day, while I wandered alone. The man who eventually took me in called himself the Jaeger King.
Important.
He was the leader of Zephyr, a pretty famous Jaeger Corps. He was middle-aged, crafty, stubborn, and lucky. He always seemed so carefree, but he never let his guard down. To me, though, he was the closest thing to a father I've ever had. The other members of Zephyr had their quirks, but they were all nice to me. As time went on, I started helping with the cleaning, the cooking, the packing. During my free time, they started teaching me all kinds of skills I'd need to survive on the battlefield. One thing led to another, and I ended up fighting in my first real battle. I was 10, I think. The boss was reluctant, but after the others persuaded him, he made me a full-fledged member of the group. For the next few years, we lived and fought together. I even picked up a nickname like some career Jaegers do. Sylphide. We roamed all across the continent together. There were hard times. Times when we thought we might not live through the night, but we always did. Together. Until last year, when our boss died. It was a clash with another Jaeger Corps, the Red Constellation.
Important again.
People used to say they were the only other Jaeger Corps in West Zemuria who could match us. Their leader, a guy they called the War God, had been on bad terms with our boss for years. Eventually, the War God and the Jaeger King decided to settle things with one big duel. They kept going for 3 days and 3 nights. In the end, they both fell. After that, The Zephyr I'd grown up with disbanded. All the members who were left just kind of scattered. I don't know where they went. Then, just like that, I was alone again.
I don't know what to say.
After that, you ended up coming to the academy?
Yep. Just when I was wondering what I'd do next, Sarah showed up. She said she'd been following the situation between Zephyr and the Red Constellation. That's how we first met. I told her about what happened, and she dragged me to the academy. She introduced me to the principal, and after that, well, you know the rest.
That's quite a history. Listening to you tell your story really brings into focus how limited my view of the world has been. But I feel like I finally know you. There's still so much more I want to learn, of course, but at least this gives me a base to build on. How about it? Care to mix things up a little?
Oh. Let's do it.
Let's murder them.
Now wait just a minute.
I should have known. I guess I've had this coming since the practical exam, huh?
Well, it's at your discretion, of course. I doubt either of us has the energy to fight at our peak.
But we'll give it a try.
You've got to be kidding me! We haven't got a chance against them!
Come on. This is a good opportunity to see what they can really do, right? Let's just think of this as a little bonus for our field study and give it the best we've got.
Fine. But I don't intend to hold back, so I expect no less from both of you.
You have my thanks.
Here we go.
I'm not going to hold back.
Fine, I'll do it.
Uh-oh. Laura and Fee can now link with one another.
I'll handle it.
Problem! Reen is in a group of enemies. He might actually kick our ass badly.
Right.
First battle scope.
How about this?
Ow.
I'll handle it. Here.
Right.
Second form, Gale!
Haha.
I'll handle it. Here we go.
Fuck.
Now.
An opening.
This is so ridiculous.
My turn. Here we go.
One hit kill against Marcius. Dude never had a chance.
Shatter. Now.
Broken.
Should have seen that coming.
Wow, this fight was easy.
When we fight
Somehow.
together,
No one stands a chance.
we did it.
Uh-huh.
You two. It's like they're off in their own little world.
I think we've just witnessed the birth of an unstoppable duo.
Hey, what are you four doing?
Oh, crap.
Uh-oh.
Students? Are you from one of the local high schools?
We received reports of a group causing a terrible racket in the park. What in Adios' name were you doing?
Please, sir, this isn't what it might seem like. There's a perfectly reasonable, though admittedly rather complicated explanation for all of this.
We're very sorry for any trouble we've caused. We tried to minimize the disturbance to others, but it seems we weren't totally successful there.
Perhaps dueling in the park wasn't as good of an idea as it first seemed.
You think?
Maybe the underground tunnels would have been better.
You know, it's a little late for such deep insights. Besides, who do you think were the ones who started this? Don't just act like you're some innocent bystanders.
Yay, Link level up. Fee and Laura are friends now! Yay!
Ooh, you're moving up in the world. I've got a little reward here.
Gladiator bout.
Drinks
Nice.
are on me someday.
Just a quick question. Can someone maybe please,
Huh?
if someone
Are they
is
all
there,
still asleep?
write into the chat real quick, so that I know if the chat is actually working still. Because I haven't seen any new message in a while. I'm just hoping everything is working correctly. Wenn jemand da ist. Ist noch jemand da im Chat? Hoffentlich funktioniert er noch. Ich mache erstmal einfach weiter. Mal sehen.
It's almost time for breakfast.
Oh, it's you, Elliot. Sorry, we didn't mean to keep you waiting.
What's wrong? You look exhausted.
It might say we had a pretty eventful night.
Look at these geriatrics. On the other hand, as you can see, we have gusto to spare. Isn't that right, Fee?
And you call yourselves men?
How can you two just waltz around like that after last night? Are you even human?
Oh, just calm down.
Wow, what the heck did you guys do last night? The two of you look like you've been chased around town by wolves, but Fee and Laura are all buddy-buddy now.
Yeah, we'll catch you up on that later. First things first. Let's grab the list of today's tasks from the mailbox.
Reen took today's task from the guild house's mailbox, blah blah blah. At Fiona's insistence, they decided to have breakfast before taking a look at their tasks for the day. Okay. Wow, so that's what happened yesterday after you guys left? I feel I left out now. You have our apologies. But listening to you talk about your resolve yesterday strengthened my own. I simply couldn't wait any longer. We'll treat you to something later. Consider yourself lucky you didn't have to endure 2 hours of police questioning afterward like we did. Oh, so that's why you all seem so tired. Yeah, it's not the lack of sleep that gets you, it's the mental fatigue. But did you receive another packet of tasks from the governor? Yep, probably delivering first thing this morning before we were even awake. We'll look them over once we've finished our breakfast. Agreed. Hehe. Make sure you get plenty to eat, so you'll have lots of energy for the day ahead. And there's plenty more where that came from, if you can manage it. Okay, was haben wir denn vor uns? Oh no. Okay. Our family's kitten has gone missing. Oh shit, das muss unbedingt gemacht werden. If you can help us, please visit us in our home in Ost District for more details. Made for walking. I need someone to test a new product. Come to Lesage on Vanqueer Street and I'll tell you more. Heimdall Port Monster. A terrifying monster has been sighted in an underground waterway near Heimdall Port. Confirm the specifics with Dunberto, the port chief, then eliminate the creature. Okay. Looks like we got quite a variety today. Yeah, one of them looks like it'll take us to an area we didn't get to see yesterday. Yep, that monster extermination request from Heimdall Port. We shouldn't have any problems getting there on the trams. Same for Mata Park, where we were yesterday. We'll likely have to visit a number of locations today as well. And considering that the festival begins tomorrow, I expect the city to be buzzing with excitement. Still, no need to rush. Well, take care everyone. It'll be fun just walking around watching as everyone puts the finishing touches on their decorations. Right. Thanks, sis. Thank you very much for making us breakfast. Alright, let's get started. Those jobs aren't going to do themselves. Let's go! Wait. Elliot ist viel nützlicher momentan. Okay, was haben wir vor uns? Okay, also ich soll zuerst den Made for Walking Quest machen. Okay. Machen wir das doch? Hallo? Nee, halt. Well, now you kids must be from Force. I am Howard, the owner of this here boutique. You look shocked that I know who you are, but I was the one who designed your uniforms. Those uniforms you're wearing. Is that so? Well, it's a pleasure to meet you then. Come to think of it. We just heard yesterday that our uniforms were made here. They're fantastic uniforms. It's an honor to be able to speak to the man who designed them. You're gonna make me blush if you keep that all up, blah blah blah. It's really the other way around. You all suit your uniforms very well. You've even made your own little tweaks to match your personalities. Good stuff. I'm guessing you're here because of that request I sent in? That's right. Can you tell us a little more about it? No problem. So we got these new shoes, but I'd like one of you to give them a little test run for me, just to see how they hold up in action. Oh, that sounds interesting. It's a usual kind of request. Glad to see you're interested. So you got time to wear some shoes? Yes. Okay. Ladies Stragers. Okay, wir müssen Schuhe anziehen. Orbit Pedometer. It works in tandem with the transceiver in the shoes to count all your steps. Yeah, it sounds like overkill, but I like my data to be as accurate as possible. Okay. Is there a specific number of steps you like me to take before we return? I think 2000 steps should do it. Das ist der Grund, warum wir diese Quest als erstes machen. Damit wir während des ganzen gleich so der ganzen anderen Quests gleich die mitmachen. Okay, Laura muss ein paar Schüchen anziehen. Okay. Und das Pedometer. One Step. Okay, es macht's automatisch. Alles klar. Perfekt. Super. Passt. Ostdistrict. Nein, falsch. Ostdistrict. Wir müssen eine kleine Katze retten. Ja. head to Ost District and the house 2 is located in the center of the... Speak to the old man, exit the leave the house and check the map. Okay, wo ist die Katze? Hier ist eine Katze. Hallo Katze. Mietz. Ach, seid ihr süß. Meow. Meow. Now I'm a kitten. Always nice to see a family getting along. Neither of them match the description we've been given though. Yeah. And should we keep searching? Okay. Da. Nochmal Miezekatze. Hallo. What a strange cat. Almost resembles a cow. Wonder if you can milk it. Vieh, bitte. I doubt that somehow. This one doesn't match Nono's description though. Let's check elsewhere. Noch eine andere Katze. Wo ist die Mietz? Hallo? So viele Katzen hier. Now, there's a cat. Not the right color though. It's not Nono. Doesn't seem like there are any other cats around here either. Yeah, we should go check somewhere else. Yeah? I believe we searched the entirety of the Ost district now. Yeah, I think so. What's up? Well, Ost's home to most of Heimdall's stray cats, but I haven't seen their leader around anywhere. They have a leader? I guess we haven't really searched the alleyways or anything yet. True, those are the kinds of places you'd expect to find kittens too. Allow us to return to our search then. What's wrong? That's quite the impressive presence I feel. It's massive for a cat. Maybe it is the leader? Dicke Katze. That's one big cat. That's him. That's the leader of all the cats in Ost District. They call him Mr. Tiddles. That's not a very imposing name. He sure is quick, especially for his size. He's not the boss for nothing. I guess his hideout's on the other side of this gate. It must be. I wouldn't have thought to look there. Let's get this gate open and take a look. Is it alright for us to do that? Sure, the only thing behind here is an old abandoned house. No one will complain if we lock it up afterwards. Okay, if you say so. Mr. Tittle should be somewhere around here. There he is. Meow. Meow? Oh, hello. That kitten matches Nona's description perfectly. I never would have expected to find it here. Likewise, I'm glad we did though. Don't celebrate too early. Looks like Mr. Tittle was keeping Nona safe. Oh boy. Looks like we made him mad too. I'll take care of it. Don't worry, we're not here to hurt you. Fee? You okay? I'm fine, stay quiet. We're not your enemy. All we want to do is take that kitten back to her home. Meow 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 mew. Mew. Meow. Meow meow meow. 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 Meow meow. Meow meow. Meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Thank you so much for finding Nono. Meow. Can hardly believe the legendary cat Mr. Tiddles took her under his care though. The thought warms this old heart. Great, and I'm impressed that Fee was able to connect with him too. Not a big deal. Thanks for patching up my finger for me, Cha-Cha. Cha-Cha. You're welcome. This request allowed us to see a side of Fee we've never seen before. Really did. Oh yes, please take this. It's not much. Okay, kitty strap. Okay. Gib mir das. Heimdall Port. Wo ist der Quest? That is ein Hafen. Here we are, Heimdall Port. It's the main harbor that opens into Arno River. Ah, so that south flowing river is the Arno. I can see a warehouse district in the distance as well. Yeah, that is a major hub for the capital's freight distribution network. Not quite as important as the transcontinental railroad or airships, but still vital. We also received a monster extermination request from here, so let's see if we can track down whoever made that request. Ich muss was trinken. Nom, nom, nom. Ja, hallo. Nee. Mit dir wollte ich reden. Would it be possible to speak with the person in charge here? Person in charge, huh? You're looking at him. Something I can help you with? Can imagine what would draw a bunch of students to the port. We're here on a request from the Imperial Governor. We've been informed that there's a monster around here that needs to be dealt with. Oh, you guys are here about that? I just sent the request to the City Hall yesterday. Didn't think they'd get anyone out here that quick. I'll bet this is my father's doing. The sheer coincidence of it has his fingerprints all over it. Well, he is the Imperial Governor after all. He can pull strings. Oh, are you Governor Regnus' son? You must be really proud to have such a hard-working dad like that. Yes, I am. Anyway, would you be willing to explain the particulars of your request to us? Oh, no problem. There's a doorway over there. We know the monster's lurking somewhere in there. It leads to an old underground passage, and lately we've been hearing the howls of some beast down there. Old underground passage, you say? You think might be the same tunnel we went into from the hotel yesterday? Does seem like that network of passageways runs under most of the city. Regardless, it seems the howling monster is to be our target this time. Might I ask how we can gain access to the underground passage? Is that some problem? This has been bugging me. I think it's something about the way you talk, but you're a noble, aren't you? I am. But how does that impact our ability to do what you've requested? Maybe it doesn't, but still. You damn nobles live the high life, looking down on us common folks. Schon wieder so einer. And can't really bring myself to ask for help from people who think they are born better than us. But looks like the reformists have a pretty strong foothold in this part of the city. Yeah, but is that really any surprise? Actually, if that bothers you, I should mention that I am a noble too. Granted, I'm from a pretty distant part of the Empire, but still. You're kidding me, right? Our class is actually made up of both commoners and nobles. I'm a commoner myself, but Reen and Laura here have always gone out of their way to help me. Laura's skilled with the sword and her commitment to duty is second to none. She'd never dream of looking down on people or giving less than her all. Ah. Hey, feet. My friends are telling the truth. My father was one who assigned us this task, so if you feel you can trust his judgment... Sorry, you're right. You came out of your way to give us a hand, but it's hard to shake old beliefs. Here, I'll leave you with this. Leave this with you. Head farther along the port and go through the door. Through the door you find. That'll take you into the underground passage. Yeah, okay. Alright, we got ourselves a monster to exterminate. Let's head down into the tunnels. Ready when you are. Before we go, I want you all to know that I really appreciate what you said. Especially Yuffie. Yuffie? I didn't expect that you'd ever hear you stick up for me. It made me truly happy. You don't need to thank me. There's no charge for telling the truth. Well, if you insist. Looks like these two really have patched things up. Well, I'll take any day compared to what we had before. Alright, let's start by finding the door that leads to the underground. Yeah. Los geht's. Use key. Nächster kleiner Dungeon. Ui, das sind Fische. Seems like this was built in the Middle Ages too, just like the passage we were in yesterday. You think they're connected? Even if they were, they're so far apart that I doubt we could find our way to the tunnel from yesterday. I can hear running water too. It looks like the port chief was right. This area seems like it's connected to some kind of waterway. Maybe it's even connected directly to the Arno River. Judging by the way the sound echoes, this passage is wider than yesterday's. Just as gloomy though. It's gonna be rough. Yeah, no one was expecting it to be smooth going. But at least now you and Laura can link with each other. That should make battles that much easier for all of us. Yeah, if you were looking for a chance to make up for all the worry you've caused us, well, here you go. Leave it to us. I'm looking forward to repaying your debts. That's to all of us. To you all. Looks like these two didn't waste much time putting the past behind them. I'm gonna have to be careful they don't leave me in the dust. Elliot can use the S-Craft 7th Rhapsody. Auf einmal kann er das. Ah, ich meine, warum nicht? Okay, was erwartet uns jetzt hier?
Advantage is ours.
Vögel!
Here we go.
Scavenger Crow. Halten jetzt für den Moment nicht allzu viel aus.
My turn.
Craft. Nee, halt. So.
Analyzing enemy attack patterns. Analysis complete. Right.
Jetzt können wir loslegen.
Hey.
Okay. Now.
I'll take you up.
Aber vielleicht laden wir einfach mal für alle ein bisschen ihre CP auf.
Your swordsmanship gets better.
I did it!
Now's our chance. Let's get him. Here we go.
My turn. Got it.
I'll take you up.
My turn.
Ich habe ganz vergessen, weiter auszurüsten, ne?
We should keep
Fällt mir
going.
gerade ein. Das kann ich nach dem Dungeon hier machen. Ich denke mal, es dürfte noch gehen. Fliegender Fisch.
The advantage is ours.
Ganz viele fliegende Fische. Crocodile.
Second form. Gale.
Okay.
Ja, komm. Kann ich nicht beide?
Here we go. Got it.
I'll take you up. Analyzing enemy attack patterns. Analysis complete.
Of course.
Hey.
My turn.
Here we go.
Right. Huh?
Okay.
Wir
Target's
konnten jetzt die ganze Zeit
eliminated.
nichts machen
Let's
wegen
get
dem
going.
Gale von Reen. Wow. Okay, was ist jetzt hier? Was steht uns eigentlich jetzt bevor? Nichts hier. Nicht um.
The advantage is ours. Let's finish it.
Go! The second
Flash
form.
roll.
Gale! Now's our chance!
An opening!
You're done!
I'll handle it.
My turn. Hi!
Analyzing enemy attack patterns. I've got it!
Okay. Got it.
I'll back you up!
Nice work.
I was just following your lead.
Jetzt spielt Sepith. Okay. Einfach nur eine Brücke.
I wonder when that mechanism was made.
I'm guessing a few hundred years ago at least. Probably during the Dark Ages.
The advantage is ours.
Okay. Here I go.
Ah,
My turn!
war ja auch zu schön, um wahr zu sein.
Second form. Gale! Now's our chance! Laura!
Also alle kaputt. Oder eben nur zwei. Auch gut.
My turn!
Of course. Ha! Now! Your swordsmanship gets better with every battle.
Great!
Done. I spy treasure.
Yeah.
Now's our chance. We can do this.
Here we go! The second form. Gale!
Das ist unglaublich, wie dieser Gale-Angriff immer
An opening!
einfach unglaublich nützlich ist. Der Arc Slash ist auch extrem nützlich, aber wow, für den Anfang eines Kampfes ein Gale zu machen, ist einfach
Right. Hey! You still have a lot of training to do.
I spy treasure. That one looks annoying. Watch out.
This looks tough. Careful!
Here we go!
Fate
Second
Spinner.
form. Gale!
So ein Spinner.
I'll handle it. Here I go.
Perfekt.
Right! Analyzing enemy attack patterns.
Du wirst gedektort.
Analysis complete.
Gedektort.
Shatter!
Und der Armor Break.
My turn.
Komm,
Here I
Scott
go.
Ripper. Hätte ja sein können, dass es funktioniert.
Follow me, Elliot.
Got it!
Au.
My turn!
My turn. Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
Oh, ich habe eine... Moment, ich muss zurück. Ich habe eine Kiste übersehen.
That looks like a tough one. Be careful!
Second form, Gale! Go!
An opening!
I'll handle it. Here.
Ja, erblinden lassen, die beiden?
Keep it up, everyone!
Of course. No escape! Now!
Ooh.
Go! Here we go! Okay, it's safe for now.
Vogel. Ah.
Exciting! Take him out!
My turn. Now!
Go!
I'll handle it. Here we go.
My turn!
Now! Broken.
My turn.
My turn! That's that. Let's keep moving.
I've only just be.
Ich glaube auch langsam nicht, dass ich hier jeden Kampf machen muss.
Let's get this over
Here we go!
with. My turn. Keep it up, everyone.
My turn.
Okay. Here we go.
Go!
I'll handle it.
Right.
My turn!
Right. Hey! We should keep going.
Kein großes Problem. Sleep. Ja, was das Monster jetzt nochmal ist am Ende hier? Wurde einem das gesagt? Portmonster. Ja. Keine genaue Beschreibung bekommen. Was soll's.
Bring it on! My turn! Second form, Gale!
My turn. Good night.
My turn. Here we go.
Ein einziger davon sofort getötet. Was
Follow me,
soll's.
Elliot.
Got it.
My turn. You still have a lot of training to do.
All right.
Okay, wie kommen wir jetzt hier weiter? Ja? Ah, okay, alles klar.
Enemies ahead. We'll have to fight.
Here we go! The second form, Gale has a chance!
An opening.
You're done!
My turn.
Okay.
My turn. We should keep going.
Machen wir das Ganze mal ein bisschen schneller. Damit unsere Hose nicht nass wird hier. Hier ist gar nichts von Belang. Nee. Hier irgendwas? Da ist nur ein Gegner. Hier ist keine Kiste. Nix. Nee? Echt nicht? Ah, okay, ich muss hier. Alles klar. Also, wenn man in dieser Kiste ist, es sollte gut sein. Nein, nicht wirklich.
The advantage is ours.
Okay,
Right.
Right.
my turn.
My turn.
My turn.
Of course.
Hey.
Okay. Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe. Success.
Round bait. Nix? Okay. Auch Granate. Wie weit geht denn der Ort hier noch? Der Wahnsinn.
Oh, a treasure chest.
Wo ist das Monster? Oh, das geht ja. Ach du meine Güte, das ist ja. Das hört ja nicht auf.
This place seems like it goes on forever.
My father sure gave us a real humdinger of a job to deal with.
Well, I'm sure we must be getting close now.
Naja, hoffentlich. Das ist ja echt Wahnsinn.
A challenging foe. We should engage it with care.
Mit Love and Care.
Enemies ahead. We'll have to fight.
Here we go. Second form. Gale. Go.
An opening. My turn. Now.
Go.
Fall.
I'll handle it. Targets eliminated. Let's get going.
Is that a treasure chest?
Leg Breaker.
That one looks annoying. Watch out.
This one's tough. Careful.
My turn. Second form. Gale.
Okay. Here we go. Got it.
I'll bend you up. My turn. Right.
Right. No escape. Now. Read.
Right.
Your swordsmanship
I've got a
gets
way to
better
go
with
to get to
every
your
battle.
level.
Wie sie da gleichzeitig quatschen. Okay, was haben wir jetzt vor uns hier? Da kommen wir jetzt erstmal gerade nicht hin.
We have nothing to fear.
My turn. Give it up, everyone.
Of course. I'll start. Fall.
Okay. Here we go.
Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
My turn.
Of course. You still have a lot of training to do.
Great.
Wie? Okay, wo muss ich jetzt hin? Was muss ich machen?
Hostile spotted. Beginning combat.
Give it up, everyone.
Okay. Here.
My turn. There.
we go.
Right. All right, let's keep going.
Na, hier. Hier lang.
Enemies
Yeah.
ahead. We'll have to
Go! The second floor! Damn! Now's our chance!
An opening! Right! Off guard! Fall!
Okay, got it.
I'll pick you up.
Nice work.
I was just following your lead. Oh, a treasure chest.
Kampfkiste.
Here we go! The second floor! Damn! Go! Laura!
Up close!
Right. Keep it up, everyone.
My turn. Here we go.
Of course!
My turn. Here we go.
My turn! Go!
An opening!
Okay. Yeah.
I'll pick you up. My turn.
Go! Okay, it's safe for now.
Done.
Hey,
Das war schnell erledigt. Was habe ich bekommen? Taurus. Ist das nicht ein Master Quartz? Ja, ist es. Damage of regular attacks raised. Delay after attack multiplied by 2. Oh. Also mehr Schaden, aber es dauert länger, um dann wieder den nächsten Angriff zu machen überhaupt. Eigentlich nicht schlecht, so an sich, aber wenn man dann so sehr aufgehalten wird dann danach, ein bisschen... Vielleicht ist es besser, wenn man es auflevelt, dass es stärker wird. Weiß ich nicht. Okay. Das bist du also. Riesenkrokodil, huh? I'm betting that's the monster we need to take care of. It looks like a gigantic crocodile. Seems pretty vicious too. And this area doesn't seem very good doesn't have very good footing either. We'll need to make sure we are fully prepared before we engage it. This is our opportunity to put our combat link to the test field, right? Okay, dann los geht's.
this is a tough one. My turn. All right, let's do this.
Got
Leave it to me!
Right. Analyzing enemy attack patterns. I've got it.
Too slow.
My turn. Here.
Eine Granate, um euch zu erblinden. Hoffentlich.
Right! Shatter! Now!
Boom. Ja, sammelt euch alle schön an einer
My
Stelle.
turn. The second form. Damn! Now's our chance.
Das war sehr schön.
Up close!
My turn. Here we go. Now.
I'll pick you up. My turn. Keep it up, everyone.
So ein Ding beat einfach.
Too slow.
Bist du erblindet
Okay.
auch sogar?
Here we go. Now.
Ja,
I'll
du
pick
siehst.
you up.
My turn! Shatter! Off guard!
Go. Here we go. All right, let's do this.
Understood!
My turn. Now. Follow me, Elliot.
Okay. My turn.
Okay. Was ist denn eigentlich deine Magieattacke, deine S-Craft? Wenn wir schon mal dabei sind, können wir uns die auch gleich mal anschauen. Left by Music.
You've been a wonderful audience.
Hat schadensmäßig nicht mal gereicht. Aber es hat ihn verwirrt, also das könnte dann auch ziemlich nützlich sein, potenziell. Allzu viel Schaden war das nicht. Das war auch eine magische Attacke, ne, und nicht eine physische. We did it, just... Wie? We high-fived each other. Das müsst ihr euch jetzt vorstellen, wir hatten nicht die Möglichkeit, das noch zu animieren. It's hard to believe that not even 24 hours ago you two still weren't getting along. The two of you really do make an amazing team, though. With the two of you coordinating your attacks, I don't think anything stands a chance against us. No, that monster clearly had the advantage as far as brute strength is concerned. If we didn't have superior numbers, I doubt we would have emerged victorious. Yep, we still got room for improvement. The thought of you two getting any stronger is kind of terrifying. What's wrong? Nothing much. It's just seeing those two got me thinking that I'm going to need to strengthen my own resolve soon, too. What do you mean by that? Don't worry about it for now. Anyway, we ought to get back and report. Give our report. Very well then. Hoffentlich müssen wir nicht rausrennen. Oh Mann, oh. Na gut. Dann den ganzen Weg zurück. Nee. Ich will jetzt gegen nichts kämpfen müssen hier, ehrlich gesagt. Also das ist mir jetzt ein bisschen...
A challenging foe.
Watch out, this is a tough one. My turn. The second form, Gale!
Right. I'll handle it. Here we go.
Of course. No, it's off guard.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Here we go. That's that. Let's keep moving. Great.
Kann man das nicht abkürzen irgendwie? Warum muss ich den ganzen Weg jetzt wieder zurückrennen? Ach, wegen einer Cutscene. Okay. Something the matter? Oh, I didn't notice this before, but does anyone else feel a slight breeze in this area? Wait. This way. Ein weiterer Geheimgang. You think this is like the passage we found yesterday? So there's a secret passage here too. So I imagine it probably opens like the last one did. Maybe this leads to somewhere else in the capital then? No way to know for sure until we open it. Dann mach auf. I suspected as much. Wonder where this leads. Hard to be sure. We lose our sense of distance and location traveling underground like this. But if I had to guess, I'd say we're heading in the direction of... Maybe there's an exit close by. Alright, let's try and make our way outside. Ja, bitte eine Abkürzung aus diesem Scheißding hier. Oder halt falscher Knopf. Oh.
Watch out, guys!
My turn.
Right.
I'll handle it. Got it.
I'll bend you up. Right. Hey!
We should keep going.
Bin ich froh über diese Vorspulfunktion hier.
A challenging foe. We should.
This looks tough.
Go!
Careful.
The second floor. Damn!
My turn. Keep it up, everyone.
Okay. Here I go.
Right.
My turn. Here I go. Got it.
I'll pick you up.
Here we go. Second floor. Damn! Go!
An opening.
My turn.
My turn.
Of course. Hey.
My turn.
I'll handle it.
Ja,
Target's
kaputt.
eliminated. Let's get going.
Nö. Gar keinen Bock jetzt auf das Kämpfe, aber okay, das ging jetzt nicht anders.
Right.
My turn.
Sind zum Glück noch ein paar Vögel.
Too slow.
Of course. Hey.
My turn.
I'll handle it.
My turn.
I'll handle it.
Here we go. Okay, it's safe for now.
Oh, what a nice looking treasure chest.
La Forte.
Oh, there's the exit.
We're finally there.
Warum gibt es hier eine Ausruhstation? Das macht mir gerade Sorgen. Wo kommen wir jetzt hier raus? Hm? Hey, was ist denn das? Ja, Ostdistrict. We seem to have emerged in the Ost District. Makia's home is here, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I had no idea that underground passage went all the way from the port to here. That network of tunnels beneath the city really has something to cover the... Really does seem to cover a vast area. It's like something out of a spy novel. I'll say. Maybe it's a sign. What is that? That must be the chime to mark the noon hour. Yeah, that's Heimdall's cathedral bell. The cathedral itself is pretty far away, over in the Sankt district. But you can hear it pretty clearly even here. Marcus, what is los? Well, I think it's about time we found something to eat. How about we order to go from one of the local shops? And we don't really have much, but I'd be happy to at least treat you to coffee at our house. What? You mean Marcus? You're inviting us into your home? Warum nicht, wenn wir schon in der Nähe sind? They decided to grab some fish and chips to go from a nearby pub. With their meal in hand, they headed to Marcus's house to enjoy lunch with a good cup of coffee. Oh, ein Schachset. Eine Kaffeemaschine. Die mögen ihren Kaffee in Marcus' Haus hier. So this is the capital's famous fish and chips. I was expecting it to be delicious, but even still, I'm impressed. Schon wieder geht's ums Essen, hey? Yeah, that pub's supposed to be pretty well known for the fish and chips. I'll admit it tastes good, but at the end of the day, it's still greasy comfort food. Better eat it while it's hot. It tastes disgusting if you let it cool off. Probably still better than wartime rations, though. What food isn't? This coffee seems pretty high class, though. It's got a nice, rich fragrance. Do you buy your beans and bring them home? Ach, meine Güte, müsst ihr denn immer über Essen reden? He seems like quite a respectable man to me. You would hardly imagine a home like this belonging to an important official like the Imperial Governor. It's tiny. You know, Fee, it wouldn't hurt to be a little less blunt. No worries. As I said, my father and I are commoners through and through. He might be a top official, but neither of us really saw that as a reason to change our whole lifestyle. Besides, it's not as though we don't have some attachment to this house. Ah, right. It does seem like a comfy place to live in, though. Really cozy and relaxing.
Ooh, there's a photo.
Und plötzlich Voice Acting.
Oh, that.
Aww, look at cute little Machias there.
He looks like he had such a sweet disposition.
Yeah, before he grew up to be a stubborn old nag.
Stop nitpicking people's old family photos! Honestly.
The governor looks the same as ever, though. Is that woman next to him your older sister or something?
Close enough. She was a cousin on my father's side of the family. Since she lived quite close, she often came to visit. Now our family was just my father and I, so having her around was a big help.
The way you speak about her seems to imply you no longer see her. Did she get married and move away?
She died around 6 years ago.
Alle haben so tragische Backstories hier, meine Herren.
I see. And that has something to do with why you hate the nobility, right?
So...
I never really planned on telling anyone about this. But considering all we've been through, I suppose it's time I told you a little more about me. It's a long story, but would you hear me out?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Glad to.
Thanks. Sis was 9 years my senior. Beautiful, kind. To me, she was in every sense the ideal woman. Now, as I said earlier, we're a family of commoners through and through.
Jetzt sehe ich gerade erst die Nachricht von Brawler hier, dass der Chat nicht funktioniert. Das erklärt einiges. Aber ja, was ganz groß kann ich jetzt nicht machen hier. Wir machen ja eh gleich Schluss. Wenn die Cutscene hier durch ist.
But my father proved to be a very capable government official. And eventually he was promoted to an important government position, where he started to make a name for himself. Honesty and integrity are a core part of his work ethic. So, of course, he made his fair share of enemies. But after seeing success in a number of major projects, he gained a reputation both inside and outside the government. My mother died when I was still young, but Sis happened to live around here and ended up helping us in more ways than I can count. Since she was his niece, my father always made a fuss over her. And even though she didn't live in the same house, she was like a real sister to me, and a real daughter to my father. I was always so proud of her. As a child, she was practically my idol. And as you'd expect, she had countless admirers among the men of the city. But for all her popularity, she was always level-headed and sensible. So I never felt I had anything to worry about. Until he appeared.
He appeared, oh yeah.
He was one of my father's subordinates at City Hall. Though unlike him, he was a noble by birth. A man of high rank, too. The heir of a count.
Ich glaube, das ist auch relativ wichtig hier, was wir gerade
However, he had none of the arrogance or haughtiness one usually associates with the nobility. When I met him myself, he came across as an honest and loyal man. He met Sis when Dad introduced him to her one day, and eventually the two of them fell in love and began a relationship, despite the difference in their social status. As a child, I was frustrated beyond words. But even I had to admit that the two of them made a good couple. And Sis seemed so happy when she was with him that I had no choice but to let it go and accept their relationship. Time went on and they became engaged, with Dad acting as the go-between. And that's when everything started to fall apart.
Oh yeah.
His family couldn't have been more blatant in their attempts to undermine the relationship. Apparently, one of the 4 great houses, House Cayenne, proposed an arranged marriage on short notice. And the Count's family were up in arms at the thought he might choose to take a mere commoner as his wife. Since my father held an important post, they were limited in how shamelessly they could try to sabotage the marriage. They began to harass and threaten her in secret every way they could think of. It made her life a living hell. Maybe she didn't want to cause trouble for the man she loved, or perhaps she did it out of consideration for my father. But all that time she chose to endure it alone. She never discussed it or asked for help. And finally, it became so crushing that she took her own life.
Ach du meine Güte.
It was only afterward that my father and I learned what had really happened. It seems that at the very last, he had chosen to betray her love for him. But I told her, he said. I told her I'd treasure her as my mistress instead if she'd just accept that we couldn't be married. I just don't understand it. Why would she take her own life? After that, my father seemed to redouble his efforts. It was like watching a machine kick into high gear. With the help of his ally, Chancellor Osborne, he was able to wrest control of City Hall from the noble faction. Then, 4 years ago, he was appointed to his current position as governor of Heimdall. And that's how the Regnitz family came to be where it is.
I don't even know what to say.
So that's why you started hating nobles?
Yeah. I was so furious at Sis's death. My hatred needed to be directed at someone. Anyone. First I blamed her fiancé, then his family, and the family of the Duke who tried to intervene. In the end, I just hated the nobility as a whole. The people, their culture, the entire idea of social classes. I desperately wanted the strength to win against them. To show how right I was. How wrong they were. But deep down, I knew the truth about my hate. I knew I was taking out my anger on people who didn't deserve it. People who had done nothing wrong.
You did?
They may be from different social classes, but people are still individuals. Sis's fiancé was faithful to her. He just wasn't strong enough to shield her from all that ugliness, despite his love. And the Count and his family were only acting in their best interests, which is to be expected, really. Ultimately, I've had to acknowledge that not all commoners are good people, and not all nobles are unworthy of respect. Eustace might not have done much to change my opinion, but getting to know you two showed me that there are nobles who live up to that name.
Machias.
I have no idea how my father feels about all of this, but this is how I've come to feel.
I see. You have my thanks.
I'm glad you felt you could talk to us about it.
Still, I don't think it hurt to be a bit more honest with yourself. If you're willing to admit all of that, maybe you can find it in you to be friends with Eustace too.
Are you kidding me? I might accept that not all nobles are bad, but that arrogant, self-centered fool can go choke on a palm. Or he's mocking me for spending so much time studying, or telling me I need to get out more.
I don't think he goes quite that far. Besides, I don't think he does it on purpose. He doesn't mean any harm.
That's the most irritating part! He does it without thinking!
Well, that was a good coffee break, wouldn't you say?
Marquez can now use the S-Craft Ultimate Shot. Endlich hat er einen S-Craft, meine Herren. Well, lunchtime is over. It must be almost time for the summer festival decorations to start going up. No, I would have thought preparations that would have started way before now. Is the summer festival not that big of a deal in the capital? It depends on who you ask, I guess. I've always just thought of it as one of those small yearly traditions. In my hometown, the summer festival is a major event with extensive preparations. Perhaps those places where the ancient animistic traditions survive put more effort into celebrating the festival. Animism does seem to have mostly vanished here. Not as much as in Ruhr or Großstadtbesuch though. Well, I suppose it's hard to think of it as a seasonal event in the capital when it's celebrated a month late to begin with. I think most just see it as an opportunity to catch a glimpse of the imperial family. Yeah, that sounds about right. That makes sense. Did your Arcus ring? This is Class 7, Group 8, Reen Schwarzer speaking. Hello there, Reen. This is Karl Regnitz. Oh, hello. Governor Regnitz? Come to think of it, he did say that we'd be able to use Arcus communication functionality in the city, didn't he? You're Group A's representative, so I figured it'd be best to call you. Is now a good time? Yeah, no, it's totally fine. We actually just left your home. Arcus invited us in for coffee. Yeah, did he now? I had a favorite specialty store roast those beans just the way I like them. Was it top notch? Brew? Yeah. Well, I'm glad you were able to spend some quality time together. Anyway, getting to the point, I'm calling because we have a bit of a problem on our hands. That being the case, I'd like Group A to take care of one additional task for me. Well, we can do that, true, but what exactly is it that you'd like us to do? There appears to have been a burglary at a jewelers in Garnier district. But that's not all. The culprit seems to have left a message addressed to you. What? The confusion is understandable. However, the jewelers submitted a report to the burglary to the city hall a short while ago. Normally, I'd leave this to the proper authorities, but would you be willing to go and see if there's anything you can do? Of course, sir. We'll head over to the Garnier district at once. Alright then, I'll leave this matter in your hands. What was that all about? Whatever it was, you seem perplexed. Well, wait till you hear this. Hat erklärt, was los ist. So a jewelry boutique was burglarized and the culprit left a message addressed to us? Weird. Well, thinking about it, this all sounds kind of familiar. Yeah, now that you mention it, I'm getting a strange sense of déjà vu as well. Still, it would have been helpful if my father could have furnished a few more details. Well, it's already past noon. Let's head over to the Garnier district and find out what happened. And paid a short visit to Heimdall Port to Monsters Extermination. After doing so, they boarded a train to Garnier district. Geht das jetzt alles von selber los? One additional field study task was added. Ja, Burglary, wir haben es mitgekriegt. Okay. Kann ich die anderen... Ich will noch was schnell nachschauen. Das war der Pedometer. You've already taken 2000 steps. Das heißt, wir können auch mal zurückgehen. Und die Quest abgeben. Wenn wir schon mal hier sind. Und als Belohnung haben wir die Schuhe, die... Ja. Die Schuhe, die sie jetzt die ganze Zeit getragen hat, haben wir jetzt einfach so bekommen. Ich wollte gerade gucken. Ich habe doch hier noch... Part of the Set. Ich glaube, ich habe das volle Set, oder? Der Gladiator Belt. Auto CP up. Motivating Belt automatically recovers in battle. Das klingt extrem nützlich. Gladiator Belt, den bekommst du, Mädel. So. Gut. Das ist eine lange Field Study, meine Herren. Wir sind gerade mal bei Tag 2. Aber da würde ich sagen, bevor wir jetzt die nächste Sache anfangen, hier mit dem Juwelendiebstahl, würde ich sagen, machen wir das beim nächsten Mal. Wir sind jetzt schon hier bei fast 4 Stunden angekommen wieder. Schade, dass jetzt der Chat nicht funktioniert hat die ganze Zeit. Das letzte bisschen hier. Aber ich denke mal, es wird doch noch irgendwie halbwegs unterhaltsam gewesen sein mit mir alleine hier.
Right.
Aber, Moment, bevor ich das vergesse hier, speichere ich noch eine Runde. Gut. Dann haben wir das erledigt. Ich werde vielleicht noch ein bisschen was einkaufen hier mit ein paar besseren Ausrüstungsgegenständen und sowas. Aber das mache ich offscreen. Dann bedanke ich mich fürs Zusehen, dass ihr da wart und gechattet habt, auch wenn es am Ende jetzt nicht ging. Danke auch noch an die Raider. Es hat mich sehr gefreut. Raids sind immer sehr, sehr schön. Kann ich irgendjemanden raiden jetzt hier im Moment? Mal schauen. Ah, nee. Also nicht. Nicht so schlimm. Okay, gut. Dann vielen Dank nochmal fürs Zuschauen heute und wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal dann am Donnerstag.
Right.